Welcome to the Must See podcast in podcast history. Welcome to
HFD podcast.
Where Your Dreams Come True.
Where your dreams are made by Big Man Chrissy and KP.
Wild.
No, that's wild.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the show. How are you, KP?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I feel a bit full after our Hunkyfooddudes escapades.
Well, for the people there, we did just shoot our first Hunkyfooddudes episode in over a year.
We did.
We
just did it.
We did what the people wanted. We did the Hungry Jack's Whiskey River Whopper and the Whiskey River Jack's Fried Chicken and the bubblegum shake.
Listen, it was okay, but you gotta watch it when it comes out to know exactly what we thought, guys.
That's it. You have to watch it.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the food channel, which is down below in the home. Is it in the home?
I think it's
the
on
homepage.
Yeah, it's in there.
In the homepage.
Reborns comes in. Reebs comes in with he knows it's my move.
Imagine the whole night everyone just says that and that's it.
That's it. Hey, how are you? That's it. That's it.
Well, no, it was nice to get back to the roots.
It was good.
Nice. Had a bit of a laugh.
I was every time we do them, I just laugh. I don't know why.
I think because of the bloopers.
I just laugh though. Like I make a blooper out of nowhere. I just start laughing. I don't know why. Rob says, "Can't wait. Want to know the outcome of the taste test." Well, we won't give anything away.
Well, we can tell them what we did.
Yeah, I said the Whiskey River Whopper.
The
Whiskey River Jack's Fried Chicken and the bubblegum milkshake.
Yes. So
yeah.
Hopefully, we can get it edited pretty quick because it doesn't go for long. We weren't there for long.
It's not long. Chris is the master editor. He'll sort it.
I am the master. But look, guys, welcome in. Big show today.
Big show.
Massive show. But first of all, before we start, has Man United been winning?
Man United, the funniest thing is technically, this is the factual, and it's so funny because they always take these stupid stats out of context because we've been playing so bad, is the most informed team in the Premier League.
There you go, guys. If you're a Man United fan, you'd be happy.
That was 1-0 against Luton, 1-0 against Sheffield United, 1-0 against all these teams that are getting relegated.
So soon to be the worst team.
Listen, they always take those stats out of context. They're like, oh, they're the most informed team now. But they don't tell you that, listen, they're playing really bad and they're against teams that are terrible.
Yeah.
They forget that part. But in the end, we've been the worst I've seen us be in so long, and we're sixth. So imagine if we actually start playing half decent. So.
There you go, guys. It's always a silver lining in everything.
Hey, it's the big show, Reeb says. Does he want you to say it's the big show music?
Well, it's the big show.
You know when he used to come out, I used to love it. He'd go, well, it's the big show.
It's a big bad show tonight.
That's the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're one of the best intros. Him and Stone Cold, the two.
Austin was the best.
The glass shattering and the big show, always loved. And Edge. Edge's music was wicked.
Edge was good.
Edge's one, I don't know where he got that.
Oh, that's
is wild. Is wicked, man.
Oh, what's it called? The one that goes, on this day,
yeah, wicked
I see
song.
clearly.
Yeah, that's probably the actual best song of an entrance.
That's what's the band called?
I don't know, but it's probably one of the best shows.
I know the band, but I can't remember.
But
the name.
It is one of the best intro songs.
If anyone knows what the band name is for Edge, let us know. But
I watched an interview with him. He bought the rights to use it. So I think when he goes to AEW,
he does use it.
Yeah, because he bought the rights.
Yeah,
to
WWE. Don't. Well, it's an actual song from a band.
I think back in the day, he bought the rights to use it wherever just in case he wasn't with WWE.
Yeah. Hey, so, Toby, how are you, man?
How are you, mate? How are you? 3 points is 3 points. Rob says that's true. It's very true.
Welcome in, Toby.
Toby's wild, but yeah, it's the one that is one of the. Sorry, that's one of the best because it's a killer song.
Ultra Bridge,
yeah.
Ultra Bridge is the band.
Yeah, and it's wild, wicked
Ultra
song,
Bridge,
man. Awesome song.
Yeah, Ultra Bridge. That's the one.
Ultra Bridge. There you go.
Yeah, Reeb said it.
Yeah, it's hit real good.
Yeah,
and when Edge would come out, everyone would get into the song. Like,
yeah, that was really cool. But
yeah, that's a good song.
I just love the glass breaking.
The glass breaking's wild.
And Goldberg was good.
Goldberg's is good. Because I was about to say that. And I didn't mind Batista's. It was similar to Goldberg's. Just come out but Batista would do the.
I used to love Batista.
Yeah, because that's a good song. But I like Goldberg's. Goldberg's was just like sort of like Mike Tyson. You know how Mike Tyson just used to go to the ring and it was just like it's just he's coming to kill you. That's what was good about it.
I used to love Chris Jericho back when the Y2K.
Yeah,
remember
Y2J when he first did it.
And he comes out.
Yeah,
and it's like, "Poof, break the walls, Jay."
He's this good song too. Break the wall down. You know, listen, Reborn. Reborn knows my brother George, obviously through streaming and that. So you know Gio. When Gio comes on the podcast, I think he's coming in on Monday for the show. You know that meme where it says, you know, George sent it to me because he knows it's so funny. He goes, if you've ever given your brother the sharpshooter, I gave George the walls of Jericho outside here one day.
Did ya?
We used to do wrestling moves and I just ran up to him and grabbed him and he was full tapping out. He reckons it was one of the most painful things ever. Because you know how you wonder with the wrestling moves, does it actually hurt?
Yeah.
I was doing the walls of Jericho to George.
Jeez.
Fucked his back up.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
Hey, Reeves, Thursday night in our corner of the world, and I have the next 12 days off, Rob says. Going to watch me some Euro 2024
Has that started?
It's talking about the qualifiers, I'm guessing.
Oh, right.
And if we're talking about going back in time, back to that time in WWE, it was the best. 100%. Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go back
97 to about 2001, 2002.
Yeah, I reckon.
That was... Those years were like, you can't replicate those years.
The
again.
best.
No.
70s Reeves for WWE. It was huge back then. It was WWF then, but...
WWF. I was so upset when they took the F off. Were you?
Well, they got sued by the other WWF.
Yeah, the World Wildlife Fund.
World Wildlife Federation or whatever it is.
Was it Fund or
whatever. The one with the panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to hate pandas for a while.
Yeah, it so upset me, and then I realised,
And then pandas came to the zoo here.
Yeah, they're wicked now. Yeah. Nice, Rob. Hi, KP, Chrissy, and everyone on the live chat tonight. Zakal, I don't know when you got here, but we just did a food review for the Whiskey River Whopper, and Chris is going to edit it, and we'll try and get it out shortly. It'll be on the food channel, so keep your eyes peeled.
I mean, I'm pretty
busy.
busy.
We did that for you, big man.
But we did it for, Did it for you, Zakal. Zakal's wild.
We let him pick, and he even gets a mention in the video.
If you guys want to see what the studio kind of looks like, go to the Discord. We've got some pictures.
Behind the scenes.
Reebs had a look. But yeah, join our Discord, guys.
He gave the sign. Yeah, please join the Discord. You know when we go live, you get to talk to each other. Our fans, it's like our fans are all friends. That's what's so funny. Like GT, Reebs, Dam. One of them's from South Australia. One of them's from Perth. One of them's from England. They all talk to each other.
That's right, guys. It's a big community that we're building. There's about 50 people in the.
Isn't it funny? Remember when we first started it? And now it's like there's even just Discord, 50 in there. It's so good.
Yeah, it's the guys that really engage with us. So I mean, we've got a big fan base here in HFD, but the core fans, that's where they are. You know what I mean? So
100%. Oh, Alfred.
Alfred's here with I can't eat anything,
with
man.
Spanagobitas.
I can't eat anything, man.
Thanks, Alfred.
Thanks, Alfred.
Alfred gave us a Spanagobita.
Oh my god!
So we have to eat them. We've been getting a Spanagobita, so
I'm pretty full after that Hungry Jacks, but
we'll whenever you're ready.
This is like the Don's favorite dish. Would that be?
Oh, well, it's a nice. He makes good Spanagobitas.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a sausage roll.
It does, but that's pretty much what it is—a spinach and cheese sausage roll.
Yeah, but normally they cut them like.
Yeah, well, you can make them differently. You can make them triangles.
Yeah, it just looks like a sausage roll, but it looks wild. Yeah.
KP, if you do 2 of the signs, it makes a W for wild. What, the WWE one? Oh, no. These. W.
Wild. Hey.
Yeah, wild.
Wild.
That is wicked, man. Reborn, what a legend.
Reborn's just come with the marketing genius idea.
Now we're all going to be going like this all the time. This is going to be my thing now. This is it. This is me now.
Yes, Cuban Pete. How are you?
Cuban Pete, you should have Cooking with the Don series. We
should.
We wanted to do that. We wanted to
Well, we still can do that.
We did.
We can still do that.
We're going to do a Cooking with Don, and we'll add in all... Because I want to get in there, do my pizza episode on there. And
well, the King of the North, if you guys remember, he wants to do some reviews in Melbourne, because obviously he lives in Melbourne. So I'm trying to get him to do a few over there. So, yeah there's going to be a few different ones coming through.
I 100% agree with Rob there. We've got to make a T-shirt with this on the front now.
We do, eh?
Yep. Yeah.
And then wild underneath? Underneath?
I don't reckon. I reckon just that. That's it. And that's it. Nothing else. No logo.
Maybe wild at the back.
Maybe. But I reckon you give both options. I'll get that. I'll wear that everywhere. That is wicked, man.
You could wear like every HFD top everywhere.
I wear this one all the time.
Guys, talking about merch, make sure you check out our merch. HFD merch. .myspreadshop.com.au. It's on the screen.
Reborn reckons 10% commission on all the merch. You're welcome, because it's his idea. He reckons.
ITM.
Hey,
Or
ETM, how
not
are you,
ITM,
man?
what
I love when ETM comes in. He's such
ETM's
a lad.
wild.
Evening all, KP. Chris, hope how good. KP, did you play court? No. I'm going to play it this weekend, man. And I'm going to try go live doing it this weekend too.
It's wild.
But I have not played it yet. But I know it's got all the Modern Warfare 2 maps, the original mod, and that was one of my favorite games of all time. The original Modern Warfare 2, and it's got all 16 maps.
Would you say you would go back in time to go play that one?
100%. I was telling Jess about it. I was telling me and John talk about it. I was like, that was on PS3.
Yeah.
And that was when, online gaming with each other, with all your mates, started getting a bit of popularity in that then. And that was the first game that I remember going online on the PSN network, and all your friends and every single person was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was like everyone. That's how popular it was. It was so popular. And then Call of Duty's, listen, they haven't been as good recently. And they know that that's why they've brought these
Other
maps
games
back.
have taken those players away.
And they know that's why they've brought these maps back, because they know, I bet you it's the best-selling one in years.
It's like Fortnite. Fortnite have lost a few people and they've brought back the old maps.
Yeah, I bet you this is the best-selling one in years.
Yeah.
Does this mean I'll hear you and John on the headset doing the Easter egg all over again? No. The Easter egg was Black Ops. We're doing the zombies Easter eggs. And me, John, and Wes, we almost did every Easter egg. And like we if I was a YouTuber then, I would have
blown up.
No, would have done it all and put them up, uploaded them. But obviously we weren't.
You should have been.
I know, man. And
what were you guys doing?
And the thing was, there was these bits. There was this Simon Says bits, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to out my two friends, but their memories aren't, the best, John and Wes. And on the Simon Says bits, I'd always have to sit there and like memorize everything. It was like, dude, the Easter eggs are so fun, man. CODs was so fun.
Can you still play that?
Yeah, me and John still play it. Black Ops. Sometimes we go do the zombies maps every now and then. Der Eisendrache and those ones.
That'll be fun.
I'll do it now. I'll do one week live of me trying to do the Easter egg on Der Eisendrache.
You should, man.
We'll do it, and you can just laugh. But when you're like, it's harder to do it when you're videoing as well.
Yeah,
because you want to concentrate on the game so much when you're doing it. When I do like Fortnite and that, I can have a laugh and go on the chat. But when you're doing an Easter egg, you got to concentrate.
Yeah,
we'll
just tell everyone that. So I won't be talking on the chat. You just watch.
I'm going to be concentrating.
Or you could do like reactions.
That's right.
Like, don't have to do it live.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what's that one? Oh no, that's it. That was the last chat. Yeah, but yeah, it's good. Do you want to try your Spanagorbita? Should we give a verdict? Take one, man. Pick one.
Oh, I'll go this one.
You like that one?
Oh, it's falling apart. That's a deduction.
No, it's a good sign. It means it's fresh.
All right, here we go. Cheers, man.
Oh, cheers.
Oh,
wow.
I saw these get made before, and it smelled amazing.
Do you love Spanagorbitas?
Oh.
Do you prefer Spanagorbitas or Dirobita?
Spanagorbitas.
I like Spanagorbitas more too, the spinach ones, yeah. Some people like the all cheese ones, but I think the spinach breaks it up good.
Dude, that's nice, man. Far out.
He's the best, man. The Don knows what he's doing. We'll drop some pics in the Discord. Solo Fortnite is fun. Yeah, do it, Reeves. Do it. Legend.
Dude, that's amazing, man.
That's amazing.
Guys, if you ever see the Don, get him to make you one of these. You know what? If you made a shop and sold these, you'd make a killing, man.
Well, that's what I say. You go to bakeries.
You would make a killing.
You go to bakeries, they smell spinach and cheese rolls, and they sell them for like $5. I know. Do you know that's one thing we don't have here in South Australia? A place that sells Greek sweets and like desserts. And stuff.
They've got galimnos.
Yeah, no, but what one? Like we have
one, yeah.
You know, in Melbourne, there's
they used to have more years ago. I remember like Cafe Yasu.
Yeah, but we just don't have
Minos.
them now. We just don't have them.
Now we don't.
They're going into multicultural and multinational.
Well, there's galimnos. That's the only one, really.
Yeah, no, but like,
and they charge like $20 for a galactopurico.
Exactly, that's Hess.
HFD food van.
HFD
and
food
HFD
van
merch.
Yummy food. See, it's beautiful, Toby. If you don't know what a spanagobita is,
Mate, that was
it's a
nice.
spinach and cheese pie. Really, that's what it
I'm in the
means.
food coma, man. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, the stunned mullet, Henley Beach. That's what it's called, Rob. The Henley Beach fish and chip shop, owned by Greeks, Papadopoulos as they are.
oh.
The stunned mullet. It got voted the best fish and chip shop in. I don't know if it was Australia or just South Australia. I'm not sure.
Talking about the topic that we got on tonight, like going back in time and trying some of the fish and chip shops back in the day, like your dad's, you guys, those
best.
fish and chip burgers
Nothing
you just
beats
can't
them.
get anymore.
Nothing beats them.
Nah,
They were the best.
the best,
They were the best.
absolutely.
I said this last week. Was it or the week before? You know that it's one of the most old Australian sayings. Like, if you want a true blue Aussie burger, go to your local Greek fish and chip shop.
And then
Because they were
and then
so
when the
iconic,
Greeks
weren't
sold them to the Asians and
they?
all that,
Indians and all. Yeah,
and then they just couldn't replicate it.
they couldn't.
Nah,
They couldn't.
they couldn't replicate it, man. But I guess we grew up with those burgers, man.
We did, man. To me, that was
That,
normal.
that burger with a lot, with the egg and the beetroot
Yeah.
and the bacon. Oh man, and then the chips. Oh,
the best. I was working, dude. I grew up working in these shops. That was my life.
right, those days.
I was working a grill and flipping pizzas at 10 years old.
They were good days, man. Now, look,
Even younger, because we had the other shop when I was young, the Eden Hills one.
yeah.
You're only a baby.
You know, I was like young, but I was in the shop, like we were in there.
I'm not saying there's bad burgers now, but it's just not the same.
No, it's not. It's not the same.
Like you got the smash patties. I love that
And
too.
you know
Don't get
why?
me wrong.
Because now a lot of them buy their patties. Like when
they
we
do.
had our shop, my dad would put in, all of us would put in the hard work to get the mince and make our own patties.
Yeah.
Now they buy them from Gallipo, and because they're busy, they don't want to put.
Yeah,
Now they
it's not
buy
the same,
chips.
man.
Chips are in a bag now, aren't they?
It's not. It's just not that. Like the way they construct
Everything.
the burger,
That's right.
it's
Of course.
different. The oil. I think the oils they use, the
course.
bread they use, even
course.
the veggies they use. Like it's just I don't know. It's just
course.
different. It's just different now. But
Now-
I'm not saying I don't like smash burgers and stuff. I do like them, but I prefer a greasy
But I always say it. You know, on
burger. From
how many Hunky Food Dudes episodes?
Just get it, you want.
We do. We have.
They're good.
How many times we've reviewed a burger on Hunky Food Dudes, and I've always said it. I say I always compare this to a burger that my dad makes at one of our shops or at my house, and none of them are as good as that burger. Like you're saying, none of them compare to that burger.
It's nice.
Because it's that It's made that way. Egg, bit of
Yeah,
lettuce,
the way. Yeah.
tomato, bacon,
Yeah.
cheese. It's
Something
the best.
about it.
Onion, you know.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love like.
Yeah, no, but it's just I know what you mean.
It's a different kind of burger. It's hard to even. Yeah, it's just different, and it's the onion. Like when they cook the onion and put it on. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying other burgers are bad. I'm just saying it's just different, man. Oh, here we go.
Hey, we got an ad.
Couldn't add for a burger.
Listen,
It must be listening to what we're saying.
you're spot on, and it's even like back then. I remember, like now I'll tell you a perfect example is like the chips, right? For one, now they're all in a bag, whereas back in the day when we used
With
to
newspaper.
not just no, I mean they buy them in a bag pre-cut. Like
Oh
the-
yeah.
McCain's,
They
whatever,
do.
but-
Yeah.
Whereas, wait, we used to have spuds, right? And then my dad would be at the back mixing his own chicken salt. Now they don't do that. They buy a chicken
They
salt.
buy, yeah, because it's quicker.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The chips that they've got no taste, that's because they're frozen.
Yeah, they're frozen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're frozen chips now. Whereas back in the day, and so much hard work went into that, mate. Like peeling the potatoes, chipping
Oh,
them. You know, like
Did you guys used to have one of those machines that used to shred them, or used to actually?
it'll go through this peeler.
Yeah.
That like will spin them, and they'll come out, and then you would just go with a hand tool. It's called eyeing the potatoes, taking off any little
Oh yeah.
imperfections. And then
yeah.
you put them in a chipper, and the chipper would chip them into the sink of water.
Yeah.
And then you take them out and pre-cook them, and then put them back in that thing there, waiting for when people come in to give them cooked chips.
Yeah. They don't do that anymore.
And that's hard work.
That is hard work. That is hard work.
I love gnocchi. Reborn.
And you know what-
says.
you know what
That's
else?
The best.
It was so cheap back then. You go now buy a burger, you're $20 plus.
Exactly. Like Rob is saying, my father's gnocchi was the same. No one has come close. Like to
No.
him, that part was the best. gosh, listening to this, it's going down memory lane. I had a similar experience to KP, helped out in a family business. Listen, the moment, I'm not sure I think the moment is Greek. I think he is, but I grew up in shops.
Yeah.
That's why now, like, and we had a pizza bar too. That's why I'm good at making pizzas and
very good, by the way.
Because I did it. I grew up
You did.
in shops.
Very tasty pizzas, by the way. Yeah. And you know exactly when to put it in, to take it out.
Once you get,
Well,
you've
you
been
could
doing it from 10 years old. I did have a pizza bar.
Would you ever want to go back in doing food? Or
I like the life of working in a shop, but it is hard work. And I believe truly that you can only put a good 5 years into a shop until it does your head in. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
You be in it and then you just need something different because it's so repetitive.
Yeah.
It is long hours. And you probably, if you've got a busy one, you make good money, but it's long hours.
And you just live in it. You can't escape.
You're there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you know?
yeah, it's your life.
Yeah. And that's why I think you do a good, if you get a good one that's making real good money and you spend a good 5 years there, you'll make a lot of money and then sell it and you'll sell it for good money. That's, like what was Steel 30's one making at Blackwood? And this is going 20 years ago. That shop was making 15 grand a week back when that was it was the busiest shop in the state.
They should have never
Yeah, they shouldn't. They sold it for like 100 and something grand, I think.
Is it still busy?
Now it'd be making 30 grand a week because of the way prices are. But this was making it back then when it was unheard of.
Yeah,
like back in 2000, 99, from 1990 to about 2000, I think they had it. And it was... Yeah, like exactly what the moment said. Long hours, you're married to the business, essentially. Exactly. Endorsed. KP makes the best pizzas around. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, you do, man.
But you know what I mean? Like you're married to that business as well. Yeah, it's hard. It's,
JJ!
G'day, JJ's back in town. Hey, man.
JJ's back in town.
And they sold that back then. How much they sell it for, did you say?
I have no idea.
It was 100 plus. They sold it for 100 plus.
Yeah.
Like, it's... And the thing is about it, when you're in those things, what you don't get as well, what people you don't get is, like how we just went and had Hungry Jack's. When you own a pizza bar, a fish and chip shop, something like that, you don't pay for food anywhere. You don't pay for anything.
What do you mean you don't pay?
You pay for petrol to go to your shop, but you eat at your shop.
You got to pay for the ingredients.
You know what I'm saying? You never pay to go eat dinner because you always eat at your shop. You've always got food. You know what I mean? You've always got drinks.
But you paid for that though.
Yeah, no, but you get what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
You pay for that in bulk, and then you make yourself.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you make yourself a burger out of.
But isn't it? That'll be unhealthy, wouldn't it?
It depends what you eat. You might make yourself a salad, but you still don't go pay Hungry Jack's $30. You make. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you don't you save money that way as well. Guy has definitely worked in a shop. Me and John did work experience at my dad's shop together when we were in year 10, whatever it was.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, at the one down there. Down south, we did work experience, and then John worked in there every weekend, Friday, Saturday nights with us for like 3 years, and then me and John had a pizza bar together. Like,
was John a good worker?
John, was he a good worker? No way. Nah, he's alright. Nah, John's good. He's alright. When you're in a pizza bar, it becomes second nature to you, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well, going down
the old saying, never trust a thin chef. So no one ever trusted me.
That's true.
But it's true. You know, the thing is, you do get you get sick of, like, we had the pizza bar.
You get sick of pizza.
And we didn't, but in the end, you're there, you close your shop, it's 10 o'clock at night. You're like, fuck, I'll just take a pizza home instead of going to get Macca's. And you just do it. You're like, yeah. You do it. It's the way it goes. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good to see JJ back. Good trip down memory lane, which takes us into the topic.
It does.
So,
what is the topic?
The topic is, if you could go back in time. So you say, where would you go? But the question is, so this is pretty much saying you could go anywhere, any location, just back in time. Because if I went back in time right now, would I just be back in time where this house is in 30 years ago? Or I can go any location, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you said, like, you're going to say that one about you'd like to go back in time to see if Jesus actually rose
from the dead,
from the grave.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go to wherever that happened, which is...
Well,
where did that happen? Jerusalem.
Well,
and
I'll probably land here because I'm here.
Yeah,
and then I'll probably take a.
take the DeLorean.
Well, if the DeLorean had like a hover conversion that was in the late 20th century,
But let's just say
21st century, sorry,
let's just say you can go back in time to anywhere, any location, anytime.
anytime.
Where would you go?
Well-
And that's what we put to the chat.
Well, I said to you before, like,
So explain that
If-
to me. What I just said. Explain it a bit better.
because religion is so, like, everything has been, well, through humanity has been about religion, and I think one of the most significant points in history would have been the resurrection of Christ. So,
Yeah.
if you went to that time and saw him being crucified and then come back from the dead, I think that would be the most significant
Would
time in history
it make
if
you,
that actually happened. So,
would it make you religious?
if I saw him come back from the dead,
So would you
yeah.
would you say I'm not an atheist anymore? I'm full religious now.
well, I wouldn't say
Or
I'm
whatever.
an atheist.
I'm just saying. Say you were an atheist and you went back and saw it. Would you
yeah.
be like, yeah, I'm full religious now?
If I saw him come back from the dead,
I'd like run up to him and I'd be like, did you CGI that?
if he came back from the dead, then yeah,
Like, it would
like,
freak you out.
well, there's no one ever come back from the dead, like,
No, that would freak you out.
yeah. So, yeah, because I reckon that would have to be the most significant part of history
You
if
know-
that's true.
You know what I'd say to him?
What?
If I saw him come back from the dead, I'd walk up to him and go, Merry Christmas, man. Like, they're going to be saying that this day, every year, for a long time to come.
Let's go. How do you go to him? Is this CGI? He said, how do you know about CGI? It's like, I'm from the future.
All right, so I'll read a few of them. First choice, Egypt, 5000 BC. Want to know why they're so smart with no tools, apparently, Rob said. We were just talking about that earlier, me and Chris. I'll bring that up in a second. Back to the pyramids being built or see the Roman Empire at its full glory, Reborn
Ooh,
says.
that would be cool.
By the way, 4-0 Australia up against Bangladesh in the soccer. Goal scorers are 4th minute, Big Harry Sutar. 20th minute, Brandon Barello. And in the 37th and 40th, Mitchell Duke. There you go. Yeah, they started at 7:30, didn't they? So 4-0 up. We knew they're going to...
Thanks for the soccer scores.
Thanks, JJ. Sutar scores again. Can people see you? Do you have any protection or high tech to help you out in case of a jam? Or are we just blending in somehow anonymous? I'm guessing you're allowed to go back. Let's just say you're like in God mode and you can go back to any time and just overlook and just see.
Like, have you seen the movie? What's her name? And she becomes like a supercomputer and she can travel anywhere.
Lucy.
Like that.
You know what was good one? Remember that old TV show, Quantum Leap? And remember he kept going back to, and he had to do something? He would go back to all different locations all the time.
Yeah.
Remember Sliders?
Sliders was wild.
Sliders was a bit of a rip-off of Quantum Leap.
Well, they were
but it
going
was
through.
different
They were going through different dimensions.
Yeah.
Not
No,
time.
that's right. Whereas Quantum Leap was, I remember one, he went back and he met the president, you know, it was all different locations, different times.
But no, yeah, you can just go. If you could go back to any moment in time, like, where would you go? That's the real question. Where would you go, man?
There'd be so many I'd go back to, eh?
I'd love to go back to the Port Adelaide Grand Final.
Port Adelaide Grand Final?
Well, I don't know if I ever see one. I don't know if I ever see a
I'd
Premiership
love to
game.
go back to the FA Cup final, Man United Liverpool, watch
Yeah.
Eric Cantona, because that's the moment that made me fall in love with United. I was watching it live on TV when I was
That'd be cool.
10, 11. I'd love to see that.
Just to
that
go
live.
there and experience
Quantum
it.
Leap was clever, Rob. That's true. It was a clever show for its time. You know, like an 80s, 90s TV show.
Yeah.
It was a real smart TV show.
I'd love to go see greats, like people that died before their time.
Yeah, Bruce Lee,
Like, go see Bruce Lee.
Elvis, just to
Elvis,
see it.
go see a concert of Elvis. Even like Michael Jackson,
Oh.
just to experience one of his concerts. You know what I mean? If you could
Let's
go
go
back,
back in time and like
I want to see what every.
imagine going back in time, see the hysteria of like the Titanic. Like that's just
Yeah.
an example. Like just when it was.
That would be interesting, man.
Not saying to change anything, because you're not going to change anything. That's things happen for a reason, but just to see the hysteria, like
I'll have to go to all different like centuries.
yeah,
So like 1800s, see what it was like. Then go to the 1700s, see what that's like, and see the difference in how we became.
I'd like to go
Yeah.
back in time with. Am I allowed to take my phone and record things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back to like whenever
Yeah.
it was and show the Macedonians that Alexander the Great was Greek.
yeah.
Come back with a video camera and go, look, it's Greek. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
just things that were, history, like cultural to us. Like go back in time and see what was Captain Cook like when he first come to Australia. What was he? What was it?
And what happened to the Aboriginals?
What happened?
How...
What they do to them? And just see it.
Just see it.
Even like my dad, like go back. I'd love to go back to the 70s in Cyprus and see what happened to leading up to Turkey invading Cyprus.
Be interesting.
I'd love to see it.
I'll have to see what the Greeks, the ancient Greeks were like.
Fucking oaths. The Persians and the Greeks.
And the Romans.
Like, Black Friday, 24th November, next Friday. This is true. That's very true. What are you going to buy, Zaka? What are you going to buy on special? Choice 2 being Genghis Khan's brother. Genghis Khan conquered in 25 years what the Romans did in 400. He was an incredible leader. He apparently.
Who? Yeah.
Genghis Khan. Well, they reckon it's like me and my dad were reading the stat on it. I don't know how accurate it is, but apparently 1 in like 10 males or something can trace their seed to Genghis Khan or something.
Oh, really?
Because he was like conquering everything.
Alexander the Great would be cool.
He'd be the same as Genghis Khan. Just conquering everything.
But imagine you went there with all these high-tech stuff. They'll just freak out.
Freak out. You went there with a phone like you'd conquer the world. Because you just show this and they would bow to you like you're a god.
Yeah, they would.
You know, like in Star Wars when Luke makes C-3PO elevate and the Ewoks freak out. It'd be like that because you could just.
Or was technology then really advanced and we don't know about it?
Don't know. I'll meet you there, GT saying. I think he's talking to me.
I'll meet you there.
Good. Yeah, he's saying good one, KP. Go back in time to correct a lifestyle mistake. Well, that's what I'm saying. You're not allowed to change anything. You're just allowed to go observe.
Do you think if you went back in time, if you when Homer goes back in time, he touches a pebble and everything changes?
Everything changes because he stepped on one caterpillar.
Yeah,
probably.
Do you reckon that's like a butterfly effect?
I reckon. That's a good movie. That is a wicked movie talking about going back in time.
It does, isn't it?
That's an excellent actual
he changes
movie.
one thing and
it's a real good movie, that one. Butterfly
But do you reckon like that's if you change like one thing, insignificant thing, that would make a difference?
I reckon. I'm going to see you guys on the next stream. Where you going, JJ? Where you going?
How can you leave? This is like the fun is just beginning.
You haven't told us your number one choice yet. Yeah, but you know what as well? With the option we're giving, it would upset me going back in time, right? You know, and you weren't able to change something if you saw it and you wanted to change it.
Well, what if you could stop World War II or World War I or whatever?
But do you think...
Well, what if you
would
could?
That have a... Do you think that would have a... Listen, I don't know this. Or not. Do you think it would... Did that war need to happen? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't think any war needs to happen.
I don't know. Like, is that what put, like, certain people in line that were trying to, you know?
I don't know. I just don't think war is...
I agree. I do agree. I'm just... Like, with stopping that war, how much... You know the shit that would be different if World War II didn't happen?
Or World War I didn't happen?
There'd be some ridiculous... It'd be so different.
Things would be different.
Like, you could like say, like, America would maybe not be a superpower. You don't know.
They wouldn't be.
Yeah, it'd be, like, completely different.
Well, they became a superpower, like, after World War II.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't know. It might, like... Imagine you went back in time and, like, somehow stopped USSR from splitting. Do you know what I mean? Like, things like that would be so significant because...
But I don't think you can... maybe you can go back in time, but maybe eventually... Maybe you can postpone things.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe it will always happen because it's like... It's written... I don't know.
The movie Dead Zone with Christopher Walken addresses changing the future. Yeah, I'm going to watch the soccer game. No worries.
Well, you remember when Marty McFly went back in time?
And he changes it.
Yeah, like his mum falls in love with him.
Well, you know what?
So he was erasing himself from existence.
I love, but it's like, I agree. I always say it's the best trilogy. And it's some of my favorite movies ever. Right? But there's so many loopholes in that movie. Why don't they remember him 10, 12 years? Well, he's only meant to be 19.
Oh, after when he goes back.
Yeah, 18 years later.
Yeah.
When he's born, why aren't they looking at him and thinking, you know, this kid looks a lot like Marty
back then
hooked us up.
They might have thought, they're very...
and why did it take her till her third son to name him Marty if she liked the name so much?
Yeah.
Why didn't she call her first kid Marty?
Well, probably because, you know, how we name our kids after our parents.
Yeah, no, but, you know, like, it's like there's so many loopholes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still the best movie.
It's a movie.
It's a wicked movie. It is. They're wicked. I agree. They're killer. Is the soccer game on SBS or KO? Channel 12, Zakal GT says.
Yeah, no, I love Back to the Future, man.
They're the best.
It's great.
They're wicked.
I love the concept of time travel.
Yes.
Do you think Do you think they've found a way to time travel?
Well, I think we've talked about this before, and I said the one question. I'm no scientist by any means, right?
Would you go?
Probably. I'd try anything. But the concept that I always don't get is, how can you go forward in time if that hasn't been written yet?
Well, they reckon that you can go. I was listening to something. They go, you can go forward, but you just can't go back.
They've done these experiments where they do something and it shows you like they can go like forward or something. Like I've seen that, but like, yeah, I know it's weird.
What if
I don't know? Like I said,
what
I'm no
if people have
scientist.
come back to the past and changing the future already?
Maybe. Choice 4: just meeting interesting characters would be cool. Edgar Allan Poe, Julius Caesar, Napoleon, Mary Curie, Elvis, etc. I love to meet Napoleon. You know, like go up to him and like just send Chris there and stand next to him and put your arm on his head and go, why is everyone scared of this guy? He's like 4 foot tall.
What if right now, right? What if right now?
Yeah, I agree. You got the time travel. Yeah.
Because you know where we did this you know we're doing this podcast right now, right? And then you in the future remembered this podcast, and they've invented time travel, right? But you can't interact with yourself.
Yeah.
And you are right now outside the house listening into
Just
this
watching?
podcast because you came back.
Yeah, just watching.
Yeah, imagine you're there right now.
Yeah, like just watching
you're
over.
just outside and you can hear us. Would that be fucking freaky?
Yeah, it'd be freaky.
You're outside
Yeah,
there.
it'd be freaky. That's a good one. I'd love to have been there the
Oh,
day
gee.
Caesar was murdered and to have been with Cleopatra for a while. There you go.
I'd love to meet King Leonidas.
Leonidas. Alexander the Great would be good.
And watch the 300 just like
yeah.
in real.
Like it's
as
a movie.
The Persians just come.
Imagine it's like nothing like the movie. You just watch it. It wasn't like 300. We had like 20,000 soldiers. And they just made it seem like we had.
Well-
they just wrote the story like 300.
There are stories are fabricated, so we don't know. But
You can go to the future. It's you that's stuck back in time. It's a temporal anomaly. There you go.
is time?
Could you go back? I don't. That's the question.
I don't know. I mean,
How would you? I don't get how you'd.
I reckon Nikola Tesla. He had found a way to do time travel. Now I'm not sure he could go back or forward, but I reckon they've found he knew it, but I reckon that his documents when he died got taken.
Well, what trips me about it is how do you go back to something that isn't like a physical thing? Because
What do you mean?
time is just we're living time, aren't we? Like, so how do you go back to something that's not there?
What do you mean?
Well, whatever's happening now is gone, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's still
where
there.
is it? Where?
It's 'cause
Everything we do, it doesn't.
we
just
live in
stay-
the we
it's
live
not
in
like-
the present
Yeah,
moment.
no, but it's not like a laptop. It's not like a memory bank that's holding everything there.
How do you know?
Well, I don't, but I'm saying if you think about it logically,
This could be
It
this
could
could be a
be.
matrix, and they could rewind us.
See, I knew ETM was Greek. He goes, there was
Well-
only 299 of us. Zacharias wasn't feeling well, but he was with us in spirit.
What if, right? Like when we go back in time,
Mm.
when we record things, are like
That's true.
so when we're recording something, we can look back in time.
So this is the thing I wanted to do. I want to do this as a topic. Jess, Cuban Pete, can you write that what that was that you told me last night in the chat, what it's called? And I want to get Chris, both of us, to really
What?
study this topic, and I want to do it as a topic, and it's about what you're talking about, really.
Is
Jess
it?
is going to write what it's called. She told me about it last night, and I said, listen, I don't want us to do this as a topic because we haven't studied it enough.
What is it?
When she writes it, it's...
But that's true. Like if you're watching something on
Yeah, wait.
whatever you're watching, like if you watch Back to the Future, you're watching something that was done in the 80s.
Yeah, I know.
So you're watching something in the past.
You
So
do.
that's how it exists.
True. But how do
'Cause
you
you
go-
asked how it is-
Yeah, no, but no. What I mean is how do you physically go back to that without
Well,
watching it on a
that's
screen,
another question.
is what I'm saying.
That's another question. I don't know. I
They
don't know.
should make... You know, they put all this money into like PS5s and PCs and Xbox, whatever. Why don't they make things for people like a VRs where you can put a headset on and go back in time? Wouldn't you make more money from that than a PS5?
Yeah, but who says that what the time?
Is he, Chris?
What?
Is Giuseppe Nasty coming back on HFD in 24? I think he is.
I hope so.
Yeah, he is. Me and Chris actually talked about that last week.
Yeah.
We're going to invite him back
yeah.
soon because he was going to come meet the Don.
Yeah, we want to bring him back.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you get someone to put a headset on you and you get back in time in the headset, that's just what their
concept of that time was.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it might not be what really happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's where you got to be careful because there's a lot of people that spread misinformation.
Jess, is Cuban Pete there? Can you write what that topic was? So, because I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much that. It's like about you. It's sort of like astral projection, but where you can go live things you want to live. Like if you want to live another fantasy world, people train themselves to like live in the Witcher world. And then like reality shifting.
Reality shifting.
Yeah, and I said, and I googled it. It's sort of like an astral projection thing, and then I was like, me and Chris haven't studied it, and I said, I'm going to tell Chris.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, that we're going to research it. Both of us research it, and we'll do a topic on it. It's wicked, man, because it's like sort of like astral projection. People train themselves to like go in their minds to another reality, go live in the
medieval times,
whatever, anytime they want.
Well, that means you can travel back in time.
Reality shifting.
Well, maybe this is just a moment where like a moment we're living right now, but then you can shift your consciousness to another time.
Well, if anyone is Googling that right now, reality shifting.
I guess that's what it means.
Yeah, if anyone is Googling it right now, we're going to do a topic on it, but it is sort of what we're talking about. Yeah, you can.
You move your consciousness.
It's crazy.
To another reality.
But people train themselves, like we talked about astral. They train themselves to do it. And I googled it.
But that'd be scary, man.
No, I googled it and I'm like, I said to Jess, I'm like, this is a wicked topic, and it's cool. I'm like, but me and Chris don't know enough about it yet.
It was the first time I've heard of it.
It's killer.
I've heard of astral projection.
Very similar.
But
even that scares me a bit. What if you get stuck out of your body?
Too bad.
Can you go back in time if you astral project?
I don't know. I don't know much
Or
about
do you just go up? Can you just leave your body and just go wherever you want? Or can you go out of your body and go to, whenever?
It's a good question. And
good question, Eduardo.
Good question. Yeah, I don't know. But look, I think the reason why, like, on this earth, right, we are just governed by time here.
Of course.
But out of earth, what's it governed by? Does time exist?
Well, it does. Time exists, but they might
does it?
just call it something else. Well, time does exist because you're...
Yeah, but what? 24 hours?
No, that's just our time exists as 24 hours because we rotate around that sun.
No, but like if time doesn't exist, everything's just moments. Everything's just a moment.
It's just...
But it's not time. It's
Why not? If you're living on Mars, there's still time.
But like...
But it might just be different because didn't they say...
It's hard to fathom.
No, didn't they say if you live on another... I can't remember what planet it was. I was saying if you live on... When you're in space, you age differently because the time is different.
Yeah, so that means that time...
It's just different.
It
still exists.
Relative to where you are.
It still exists, but it's just relative. But you age different. Like you could be up there for 30 years and only age 10 years or something. It's something
well,
like
that's
that.
That's going into the future.
I think it's just decelerating time. That's what it is. It's decelerating.
So if you went up into space...
That's what I believe,
right?
Yes. Can anyone correct me if that's... True, I think that's what it is.
Because the Earth is spinning or whatever.
You're not.
And you're not.
That's right.
Right? And you're up in there, and then you come back, and then the Earth would have spun how many times, but you haven't.
That's right.
You've gone into the future.
No, what it is they say, like, you could go up there. Let's say you go up there. I think this is the theory. You go up there 40, you will come back like 40 still, even if it's been 10 years or something, because it's...
Yeah, so that means that's kind of time traveling.
I don't know.
Into the future.
Let's see if...
Because everyone else you would have been fit. All right, so 10 years, you're 40. Someone else is 40 the same time, they'll be 50.
Like a VR thing. I'll read a few of the chats. All right. Reality shifting would be awesome, Rob says. As a lucid dreamer, that's something to target. Have you played Cyberpunk? They have a thing called Brain Dance where you can go into someone's memories, etc. That would be cool. There you go. like a VR thing, but yeah, their eyes. There's a movie like that, Reborn, with Juliette Lewis. Reality shifting seems to be just activating your imagination, actually shifting your focus onto someone else's imagination. Really, it is a fascinating topic. But is there, Jess? Do you know the name? There you go, Jess. I'm sure she'll find it.
Interesting.
Is that like what, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Is that what in Total Recall, he wants to be given,
the memories
to be living on Mars, that he lived in Mars. That's what the
Yeah.
whole movie's about. He goes, I want to know, and they're going to put him in that machine.
Oh, so if he gets who he is.
To erase his memory that he's lived
He was
on Mars.
He was Douglas Quaid.
Yeah, and then he meets the real Douglas Quaid later. And
Yeah. I'm
he
holding.
goes, when he goes, the best bit in that whole movie is when he goes like this. He thinks I'm the real Quaid. I am. And he shoots him.
Nah, the best part's when, but honey, we're married. And he's like, you know that part? And he shoots her in the face.
He just shoots her.
I lied.
I love his old Aussie. Strange Days, it's called, Reborn. Jess says, there you go. Awesome, thank you.
I love to learn how to astral project.
It would be freaky.
It would be really freaky.
It would be. Arnie is the best. He is, man. Like, I always do the lines to Chris. Like, the one that cracks me up the most, and Jess has heard it so many times now, like, is in Commando, at the end when he goes to Bennett. Bennett's going to shoot him, and he's like, hey, Bennett, why don't you use a knife? Stick it in me, turn it around, see what's going on in there. And then later he goes, hey, Sally, this is my weak arm. And he's like, remember when I said I was going to kill you last? Yeah, that's right, you did. I lied. He just drops him. Wow. Come on, man. I'd love to go back to 1994 where I turned down a ticket to Depeche Mode, and it's only been 30 years of waiting since then. The moment says, there you go, GT's laughing. I love imitating her. Like, even the best bit, in Predator is such a good movie, but it still gets one of those killer Arnie one-liners in there when they first infiltrate that camp, and he chucks the machete and he goes, stick around.
You had the best one-liners.
The best, man. The best.
You are not you. You are me. No,
the
that's
start of Predator, when he sees Apollo Creed, is one of the. He goes, because some damn fool said that you were the best, and he turns around like he's gonna kill someone. He goes, Dylan.
Every time I meet someone called Dylan,
I'm
like, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?
That's the best. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?
Yeah,
He's
that's
the
great.
best. Arnie's the best. EOTM, always a regret missing your favorite band in their prime. You know who I would have loved to have seen? That's one I would have loved to go back. I don't know what year it was, but Queen.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Remember I was telling you, like, this is now, we're talking about these days now. They had, because Wembley seated was 100,000 people. They had the whole pitch for, I think they had 250,000 people at a concert back in the 70s and 80s, man. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, back then, I would have loved to have seen that concert. Queen.
100%.
Yeah. Doors, would love to have seen Jim Morrison. Just to have seen him.
Beatles. I'd love to see
Beatles.
the Beatles.
I'd love to have gone. Even though I might have to go to Liverpool to see him. I'll do it.
Even when they came to Adelaide.
Yeah.
It was massive. Michael Jackson would have been the one.
Michael Jackson would have been wild.
Yeah,
Live
it
Aid,
was great.
September 1985. Go back to Woodstock. Just see it. You know what? What's his name? What's his name? The
Jimi Hendrix?
not Jimi Hendrix. He's like the Willie Nelson. He goes.
Oh, yeah.
He goes. Anyone that tells you that they remember Woodstock wasn't really there. Because he goes, everyone.
Can't remember it.
No, they should have just been so off tap that they would. He goes, anyone that tells you they remember it, he goes, wasn't really there because they weren't partying enough.
Nah. Right. What era would you want to go?
Can't say I'd care to go back in time. Cuban Pete says. There you go.
80s would be fun.
Would have been so good. Live Aid, September 85. Woodstock, 69.
You wouldn't want to come back, would you?
Well, that's why I sort of like what Jess says. Would you really want to go back? Because...
Well, would you want to come back to here?
Depends what you're seeing. If you were single and didn't have a family, like loved ones, partners, you might want to go back and think, I'm going to go live in the medieval world and enjoy it.
Well, what would you do, man? You know everything about history.
Yeah.
Like
Come back here and be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Because I just go, you'd be the smartest person in the world.
Well, you would know about everything.
You'd know how to do everything.
Well, not know how to, but you'd know
everything.
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage.
Oh yeah. I'd go back in time, just like bet my life savings on Maccabi Diva 3 years in a row at the Melbourne Cup.
Oh. Imagine because in like Hot Tub Time Machine, the squirrel comes out and like hits the horse and it loses.
That's the best. Life in the 90s was awesome compared to now, but going back in time seems backwards. That's true.
True.
No, I'd be happy in the medieval 1400s. A blacksmith will suit me fine. That's what I mean. Like some people, I was saying to Jess, like, do we like, I don't know, do you personally, my dad might's been like, do you yearn for those simpler days sometimes?
Sometimes.
Remember we were talking about it in the car. I was like, because we're going back through my neighborhood area and I was talking to Chris about it and I was like, man, when it was hot back in the day, I was like, we used to go sleep on the front lawn, not lock the doors, without a care in the world. You'd never let your kids sleep on the front lawn now. No. So scared of like people and...
Of course. It's a different world. But it would be interesting to go back to see these different times.
Oh, yeah.
You forget what it was like back in those days.
The world's getting weirder and weirder, Cuban pizzas. Yeah, 100% it is.
But it'd be interesting to go back to just... Like the 90s had a different feel to now.
Well, think about it. We're growing up.
The 80s.
We didn't go on our phone or... Like,
there was no phones.
But when I used to go out on my bike or take my soccer ball at the front.
Yeah.
And you know how many kids used to be outside?
Yeah, I know.
Playing?
Now there's none.
The streets used to be full of people on their bikes. Kids, just being kids.
Yeah.
You go outside, it's like a ghost town.
Yeah.
Because they're all
inside. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
so
designed
I think
that
those days were better.
Yeah.
Especially for kid. If growing up, I think... Listen, I play games. I love games. But I think as a kid, growing up with that was better than this.
Yeah.
Because you lived. You learned things. Like, it made you stronger as well, tougher. Like
100%.
Smarter. I think it was smarter too. You were street smart. Kids, we were street smart. Even like whatever, Rob's era, my dad's era. You're street smart because you had to be. Now,
correct.
Kids are not. You tell them things that like, they're like, what? Because they have no idea because they're inside all the time. Like it makes you think that they could go out and get abducted because they're not street smart.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different now, man.
Yeah. Like a kid, if like offered a kid like a chocolate now, the kid would go, oh yeah, I'll take it. Like whereas we were like, yeah, fuck, I'm not fucking taking anything from anyone I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Look, it's definitely times have changed and
big time.
But it'd be interesting to go back and see it.
See, I like that what Cuban Pete says. Yes, I'm so happy I experienced growing up before the internet was common or phones, and I totally agree.
It was good.
100% KP, country living, street education out of necessity. Yeah, exactly. Like street smart.
But you know what? There's some places in the world that still live without
100%.
phones.
When you go to Thailand, I've been to Thailand, and it's definitely not up to time. Like there's still, but it's very
behind. Yeah, but there's still people that live in the jungle, man.
Of course, man. The Amazon. There's people that live there and they don't even know what's going on in there.
No. They like live without, with there's no phone. So there's still people that live like that in the world. But majority of the population is tech. It's high tech now.
ETM hit the nail on the head. Back then, all we wanted was a bike, specifically a BMX.
Oh, 100%.
Now it's a PlayStation.
I know.
When I had a BMX, mate,
I
I rode the streets like I was on a Harley, mate.
Yeah.
Didn't you? When you're on your BMX, I was like, I had a mongoose and I was like, I thought I was like king of the world, mate. I could go anywhere. I could go overseas with this.
Yeah.
You love that bike.
And now people don't even buy bikes.
No. What a bike? I could get an electric scooter. One of the kids have got electric scooters. So get a bike, bro. And that's why the kids were fitter, weren't they?
They were.
Because they played more.
They were. Do you think like the future is like when you were younger, did you think the future would be what it is today?
No way.
I always thought it would be Back to the Future Part 2.
I thought they'd be flying.
Part 2.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
The hoverboards and that?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because we grew up watching it. So,
Yeah.
is that going to happen? Yeah, it was wicked.
There's no hoverboards?
No, there's no hoverboards.
Well, there probably is, but we can't have them.
I love that kids now see something cool and it was from 20 plus years ago. Mongoose were wicked, man.
Mongoose.
I've still got one here. I've got one still.
Really?
Yep. It's in the backyard.
There you go. Mongoose level the BMX bikes?
I did, yeah. I professionally raced BMXs. And I didn't even, my mate was this professional BMXer at Happy Valley, right? And we're in school. And he just saw I was like riding because I used to do, remember George's friend, my brother George's best man, his name is Luke Perry. So George's best friend, Luke Perry.
Yeah.
Luke Perry. He's alive, but mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he you know how good he was wicked at doing tricks like monos. He could go do a mono down the whole street.
Jeez.
He was a freak. And he taught me how to do tricks. And my mate just saw me on the Mongoose doing all these jumps and stuff. Because I used to put it on the half pipe with it. I used to love rollerblades. And he's like, oh, do you want to come and race? I was only like a teenager. And I was like, yeah. And the first race they took me there, they put me as Kerry Philippou. So they put me against the girls.
Oh.
And my name was Kerry. And I was like, they're like, oh, well, you just got to go do it. Just race. Because, you know.
Won?
I smashed it. Like, annihilated them. I went, and my mum was there cheering on the sides, and all these other parents were like upset that I was in there. They were like spewing at me. And then they put me in with the boys. Like later, they put me as Kiriakos later.
Oh, really?
And I was killer. You know how many gold trophies I won? I was like wicked at it. I didn't. It's just because I used to practice it. And then I got a few injuries from it, and because of soccer, I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
So
You can't get a
oh
lot
yeah,
of injuries doing
fall
that.
off, man. Huge jumps.
Bloody hell.
I'll read some of these because it's been some big ones. I remember recording my voice on a cassette in school thinking it was wild, Cuban Pete says.
Yeah.
Mongoose was sick. I only had a hot foot. ETM. Poor guy. G'day, KP and Chris. I'll go back to the now closed years ago. Paul and Petros Fish Shop was on Marion Road, Sturt, near the expressway overpass. Their steak sandwich was... Yeah, that's
where?
That's Paul Harpus. That's Dolly.
Oh.
Yeah. The one on near the underpass. Paul and Petros. It's Petro. You're talking about Petro. You know Phil Petro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. That's their shop.
Oh, the one near
your
my house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Flora's dad.
Isn't that what it was, bud? Paul and Petros Fish and Chip Shop near Marion Road. Was Theo Bedros one, wasn't it? With Paul. That's Paul and Petros. Then they would call him. It was called Paul and Petros.
Yeah, I used to go to that one. I used to go to school with we know them personally.
Yeah, my dad's like best friends with Petros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Oh, Paul said that.
Paul said that.
No, Petros is Petro. Oh yeah, Baba's best friends with all the brothers.
I used to go to we used to go to school with them as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Paul, that's copyright for a new burger chain. Oh, at the moment says Cuban Pete's laughing. Yeah, he's talking about the steak sandwich and all that, and they're legends. Yeah,
The steak sandwich.
100%, Paul. Sorry, I'm very tired. Reeve says, and house-made sauce, yummo. Paul and Petro were the coolest Greeks ever. I went there almost every day. They would yell out, "Bavlos is here."
Bavlos.
That sounds like Theo Petro. I had a Melvin. They're Cypriots, yeah.
Yeah, they were
I had a
really
Melbourne
nice.
Star, and we had street bicycle race, side street, main street. We even had racing season. Yeah, I never won, but it was great. The race, I used to love it. Gone happy. You'd go down this hill to start. That would get you the pace. And yeah, I'd like, because I was crazy. Like we were talking about before, as a kid, I would do things. That's why I'd get injured, because I would go attempt a jump that was 100 feet. Like I'd see it and go, yeah, I'll do it. You know, that's just how I was. And you know how many times I got hurt? I told you about that huge accident I had at Dingley Dell.
Yeah,
And I came back and I had like, rocks were stuck in my skin.
Ouch.
Because my brothers refused to do it and I wanted to be cool to them. Chris and George, I went on, and I just went down. I didn't even tell them. And I stacked it hard. Like, no, anyone that raced bikes never if they tell you they never stacked it, they're a liar. And I stacked it hard. And we come home and had like pebbles stuck in me.
Jeez.
And my dad, and that just went off at Chris and George. Well, why'd you let him do it? They're like, he just went.
He just went.
Better late than never. Evening, everyone. Hey, Dan.
Don't at me. Where would you go?
And then I put Dan in, look, bang.
Where would you go, Don't at me? If it was if you had a time machine, rock up to your house, where would you go? Tell us.
That's about an hour. Oh, yeah, Malvern. We've got a Malvern here as well. Malvern. Like a town, Malvern.
Malvern's like right next to Unley.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's because Reborn just said, Malvern. That's a town about an hour from me. And I'm saying it's a suburb like 20 minutes from us. We've got a Malvern like 20 minutes. It's a suburb. We call them suburbs, yeah. Yeah, KP. No fear. Stacked it, blood cuts, but we were back next race. Mum and Dad. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mercurochrome. Mum and Dad Mercur. We would. That's what I'm saying. I said that last week about that meme about the 70s, 80s kids hit they're like, oh yeah, whatever. And the kids these days, they like fall over and they're crying from like a little. It's like, man.
Yeah.
We used to go out the front, and my fence at the front. It's a brick fence, and there's 2 pillars, and we would do Mortal Kombat in the middle. And what we used to do was, Mortal Kombat was you had to whoever could knock each other off the fence, and that's how you'd win.
Crazy.
And we'd fall off it. Like John would come to it with us. We'd stack it. And once George pushed me off, and I stacked it and hit my head on the brick. But because we didn't want to get in trouble, we would come inside and hide that we had like split heads and.
That's bad.
But that's how kids were back then. We'd come inside and
Yeah.
hide like a broken bone. But that's how we all were. We were like, didn't want to get in trouble back then. We're like, oh, yeah. Because we'd have a broken bone and get yelled at. Why'd you fucking do that for? You know what I mean? Like, whereas now, kids will come in, like hyperventilating that they've got a scratch.
Yeah. They are like
I've seen the grandkids now, they come with a scratch, and my dad would see it and be like, it's a graze, man. Relax.
Yeah,
Like, because we would have like deep cuts. Like,
I know, man.
it's just different, isn't it?
It is. It's different times.
I'd go to Glenside Hospital in its heyday.
Why would you go there?
I've been in Glenside.
Is it scary?
I didn't like I've said that to you. I did not like the feeling in there. And
Why would you want to wait? Why
I had
would you?
to deliver there. I was the delivery driver then.
Why would you want to go to Glenside?
I don't know. Maybe to see it.
That's
And
odd.
it was.
That's very odd.
I remember
place.
going in there, and the shock therapy room was right near the entrance, and I could hear the shock therapy going.
Yeah.
And I remember going out of there not feeling good.
That would be real. I would not want to go to Glenside.
No, it was a bad feeling, but I did not like it, man.
No way.
Oh, Toby, I'll read off there. Achieves these days they're all on the PlayStation or in their own world. When we were kids, you go out near, go to the sandpit. 18% of your parents wouldn't come home muddy. Yeah, that's right. We used to go out and do things. Yeah, that's right. To see all the nutters, I'm fascinated. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Might do my next ghost investigation at Glen. So there you go. Yeah, the kids these days, I can't remember when I was a little kid with my brother playing cricket in the front yard, or the full season having a kick in the front yard. Yeah, we used to play cricket at the front as well, right?
Mm.
And we'd tape the ball to get the swing on the ball, and we'd have like all the friends from the neighborhood playing cricket at the front.
Yeah, that doesn't happen
Doesn't
anymore.
happen
Nah.
We used to do like Wayne's World,
Yeah.
block off the street, because we would play soccer, we'd play street soccer with the 2 goals over the intersection there, right? In front of my house. And when cars would come, we would legit do Wayne's World, go, oh, game off.
Yeah.
And move the goals, game on, because we saw it on Wayne's World, and we'd be playing soccer, everyone, on the road.
Wow.
And the pitch would be the length of the road, the width. We'd be just playing, no tackling, just
It
skills.
doesn't happen anymore, man.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen, does it?
Maybe go back in time.
I'm in, Rob. Damn, I did the zoo last month, got some weird readings. Nah, but seriously, I'd go to the
What do you mean?
MTG 1997 grand final. There you go. Said what you said.
Yeah, I'd go. Oh, yeah, I'd go back to 04 grand final, because you don't know when you're ever going to see another premiership. Like, what if you never do?
You might not.
St Kilda never. Look at St Kilda since the 60s.
Yeah, playing exactly 1-2 with the gutter was one of the best soccer moves in history. Is like the best pass back.
Oh, 1-2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1-2 with the
gutter.
gutter. Wild. It's one of the best.
It's funny in Perth, all the gutters are like driveways.
Oh, yeah, they're all down. Yeah, the
Like
narrow
down.
one. Yeah.
Like down like
You
that.
can't play 1-2 with that gutter.
No, you
That's the
can't.
worst teammate ever. Perth gutter's the worst teammate ever. Really, Rob? Did you go at 3 a.m. to the zoo? I don't know. No. Well, guys, it's interesting. Please keep telling us. Get your thoughts in. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe. And please, guys, we asked you this last time. Everyone, if you can, leave a comment on the video.
Yeah, when
The comment really helps the algorithm. Even now, if you're going to leave, just put a comment, an actual comment on the video right now, please, if you can. This talk does highlight when you have the opportunity to attend an event of your choice, do it. Yeah. So don't miss it. So if you got a chance to go see, you know what? I'm so,
Yeah.
he's
100%.
coming back next year, but I missed Jerry Seinfeld when he
Well,
came
he's
here.
coming.
I know, we talked about it. So
So yeah, I think we should go, man, because then you might miss your opportunity.
I love
If you really like him,
I love it. He's like I love him.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld, other than sports people, Jerry Seinfeld and Eddie Murphy are like the two, like I love them.
Yeah, Jerry's funny.
I love them. Them two.
Well, let's
in particular,
go.
I love them too. Like,
I'd love to go see that, man.
Like anything. Them, other than any sports personalities, they are my two, like... And Arnie. He's in there with them. Them three.
Yeah.
I love them. Just... BT. I had a mongoose with tufts from Bernie Jones Cycles. Was on the corner of Morphet Road, Diagonal Road. I remember. I had some wicked tufts on mine.
What are tufts?
The tufts, the wheels.
The wheels.
And then the tufts, you got the spoke. Remember the spokes that people could step on?
Oh,
and you take your mates for a dinghy? I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
No regrets, people. Get out there and live life. Very true.
That's right. Enjoy your life and just try not to have too many regrets.
That's right.
But going back in time to see some of these awesome events would be pretty cool.
Well, see, Dan said exactly what you said. He'd go back to a grand final.
Yeah, because you don't know when you're last going to see one. Like, you never know if you're going to see one again.
Well,
I didn't get to go.
Well, like, you know, in my, let's say, 20s and, like, going to whatever, my whole life, almost, I watched Man United win, right? And I honestly believed I would never see Liverpool win a title again because that's how dominant Man United were, right? And then Man United, Sir Alex Ferguson retired, the Glazers bought them and they went down. Liverpool won a title. I watched Liverpool win. I never thought I would ever see them win a title like that.
And they did.
And they did. And they didn't win one for 30 years, like you're talking about. Now, United haven't won a title. It's been 11 years.
Yeah.
And, like, they were so dominant.
So you're pretty lucky, really. You saw a lot.
I went through the glory days.
You did.
Like, my dad started supporting Man United in the 50s, and he saw the plane crash. Then he saw some glory days in the 60s.
Yeah, so you're lucky, man.
But then he didn't see them win a title for 25 years.
Yeah.
He saw bad. And then he saw the next glory days that I lived through. So he got to see two lots of the glory days of them. So he's been lucky with them, supporting them. Some Liverpool fans are the same. Like I say about the Crows,
Would you go back? Would you want to go see the Premiership?
I watched them both live. We're in our shop.
Yeah, I know, but
no. I'm saying, but I'm glad that I did watch the Crows win two flags because
it might not ever happen again.
Which fucking hasn't.
Well, it might not happen in our life.
25 years that's been. And you know where we were? We're talking about the old fish and chip shops, right? Two busiest days in the history of that shop we owned were those two grand finals. We were dead. We would look out and
there was nothing there.
97, ghost town, right?
Because everyone was watching it.
No, but like never ghost town like ever seen it like this. And we're like, fuck, we're going to close. We'll just close. We're like, let's just close. And Baba's like, I will stay open. And then the final whistle went, right? Crows won. And we were celebrating. We were watching it. We didn't even think about cooking. Phone. For like just pizzas, jumbos, just parties.
After it finished?
It went nuts.
Really?
Busiest night ever. And then, so then the year after, same thing happens. Ghost town. But we're prepared. We're like, well, the same thing's going to happen if Crows win. So we're getting prepared. Crows win. Identical. Just nuts.
Smashing.
Just nuts.
Wow.
Nuts, man. Went mad.
So that would have been good because, like, at least you can watch the show.
We did. We watched the whole game. It was our best. Yeah, it was crazy. Crows flag coming up next year. Damn, says don't know about that.
Don't know about that. But,
so many memories. Gone to my head. World Cup final, party time, an Irish pub in Brazil. Yeah. Cosmic Psycho still around. Must have seen them a few times along with Painters and Dockers. What's that? Died pretty at all.
Died pretty.
Ooh, my previous comment is grayed out. Never seen that before. What did it say? Not grayed out.
It's not grayed out, man.
I'd go back in time when I had enough money to visit Australia and actually do it this time. Ah, Reeves.
Reeves,
Mate,
we should do a go.
Reeves visits Australia.
We should do a GoFundMe page for Reeves to come to Australia.
Reeves comes to Australia. He's coming on the podcast.
Yeah, fucking
oath he is.
Fucking oath.
Reeves has actually been on our show. He's been on HFD Gaming.
He has. Now, it wasn't.
Next time we'll get him, but next time we'll try and get him on the Discord, put him in there.
Yeah.
Have him there. He was there, though. He's been on there. That's a good one. Yeah, there's some, like, you know, me and Jess, in 2020, we were meant to go to New York again, and it got cancelled because of COVID. We're allowed to say the C word now. And you know how upset I was that me and Jess, how upset we were that trip got cancelled? Because now, again, since then we bought a house. Like, I've had all this stuff that, you know, the finances are in, like,
It's hard, man.
But that's what I'm saying. At that time, we were just renting.
Yeah.
We hadn't bought the house yet.
Yeah, so like when you start buying houses and you got debts and that, it's harder to move.
You know, and it's
It's harder, man. The C word.
Well, it was. Do you know when we first started the podcast in particular, and even on the food reviews, we weren't allowed to say it because like your videos would get like blacklisted.
Yeah, we weren't allowed.
They were like, that's how full on they were being about it. You like, if you said anything bad against the vaccine or COVID, you'd get blacklisted.
Yeah, you would.
So we were calling it that. So now to us, it's the C word because
we call the C word.
We were calling it that on the show.
We were
for so long. Yeah. Did you see the pics in the Discord? No, we haven't looked because we've been live, but I will look.
Some people say,
and look, he's doing the.
Do you think it's cool that we went?
We're gonna make the top. Hey, we have to. Damn, if you don't know, these two symbols is W for wild now, and we're making a top. That's gonna be our.
Hey,
our merch?
Do you think like some people go, oh, the pandemic? That's cool that we lived through a pandemic. I'm like, it was like the worst.
It was the worst thing ever because
it was the worst thing ever, man.
We got grounded and we got like. It wasn't. Well, why would you want to say?
Well, that's what people say. Oh, you can say that you've,
that's just
pandemics like
they're pinheads.
A pandemic that had what 99% survival rate.
If there was an Ebola pandemic,
what kind of pandemic?
I'll tell you, if there was an Ebola pandemic and I lived through it, and somehow I was like some superhero, then I go, oh, that was amazing that I did that. But living through COVID, the fuck is that? What, you lived through having a cold? No worries, man.
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, man, I've broken my leg and it was way worse than COVID. The shivers I got and shit from that were way worse than COVID. I'm telling you, 100%.
Yeah.
I had pneumonia when I was 19. Right? That was 100 times worse than COVID.
Yeah.
When they said I had COVID, like, it was like, I remember pneumonia in this room, right? I had to come in here because the gas heater was in here.
Yeah.
And it was like 30-degree day. It was hot. And I was like blue, shivering. And I had that gas heater on. I remember, see you, bro. And the Don come in and he was like boiling. He was like, why have you got... And I was like, because I didn't know. And I was like, shit. And then they took me and I had pneumonia.
Yeah.
And I'd had it when I was young. I didn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, having it when you're an adult is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's bad. I remember you couldn't keep anything down.
Look, we're not saying that the C word doesn't exist or anything like that. All we're saying is it was hysteria. And, I know firsthand how much we get lied to by the media. Of
course.
It happens where I work. It happens all the time.
I was telling Jess that story last night.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, so if you hear this story about the...
I don't fucking say it.
No, don't. I'm saying don't because it's your...
Yeah.
So, I was telling Jess, I was like, that's how much they lie, like on the media.
But just letting you know, media, when you see it firsthand, the lies, you actually see how the world is actually portrayed. So whatever you read, whatever you guys see on TV, do not believe. I'm telling you now, 99% of it is all bullshit.
Yeah.
100%.
Those people are cooked, damn saying. So much shit like suicide and depression and substance abuse skyrocketed because of the pandemic. And oh, at least we live. Yeah, I agree. Died Prettier, a great band. Unfortunately, lead singer Ron Penno passed away. Well, there was like other bands, like Lynyrd Skynyrd. They only were around for 3 years.
Just Skinhead.
Lynyrd Skynyrd. They're like Sweet Home Alabama and all that.
Sweet Home.
They were like one of the best bands, and they died in a plane crash, I think. And they were only around for 3 years. Imagine they got to be around for they reckon they would have been bigger than Led Zeppelin. They were massive. They were wicked. What's his name? They reckon Buddy Holly. You know how many people say he would have been bigger than Elvis, and he died in the plane crash with Richie Valens.
Well, let me ask you this question. So, if you know someone that you love died in a plane crash, whatever, would you go back in time for them not to go on? Would that change trajectory of the?
I don't think you should change things like that.
No.
No.
But
my cousin, I spoke about it on here. My cousin died on a plane.
Maybe it was
the whole family,
Final Destination, where
yeah, I know, but
death comes after you after.
Like the Flash. The Flash can go back in time in the comics.
But why can't you save him?
That's what they say. Can you go back and save his mother from dying? But he doesn't because it will fuck shit up. But that's a comic.
But would you?
I wouldn't want to do that now. I think it would change too much.
Yeah, but if you went back in time and talked to your cousin, you would.
Like my friend, Andre.
Yeah.
Andre died
I know Andre.
on the surgery.
Uh-huh.
This surgery he had.
Mm-hmm.
And before he was having that surgery, we were telling him, "Why are you doing that, Malaka? Like you don't need that."
Yeah.
And he died. You know,
Head complications.
I'd love to go tell him, but I think it's wrong. I think everything happens for a reason.
I don't know.
And
Does
I'm,
it?
you know, he's my friend, man, real close friend of mine.
Well, I reckon I would love to go and see my mate Sandro, and just tell him not to go to work that day. I'm not sure that he would have had a heart attack. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have just told him stay home.
Oh, stay home that day.
I would. I don't care
because
if it.
you can call
I
them.
don't care.
You can. Someone will save
And I
you.
don't care if the time continuum collapsed. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. But
I would try to save him, man.
I don't know, but
I would have.
I'm just like that. I don't think you should change those things.
Nah, I think for me, if it's someone important to me, I'll try to save him.
Some might say that's selfish
Why?
because you're doing it for you. You just said he's close to you.
Yeah, I know, but what? Oh, because everyone else could die?
I don't know, but maybe there's a reason it happens.
What does the doc say? It's gonna unravel time.
Well, I don't know. Like, I just think I
Destroy this-
truly do believe everything happens for a reason. That's why I wouldn't do it.
Nah, if I had the chance, I think if I was there,
That's fair
I
enough.
would.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I know what you're saying. Like, but you wouldn't think like that. You would think
No, I
like,
think I would. I think I'm strong-headed enough to
I don't
stick
know.
to my beliefs.
What would you guys do?
Paul says, KP and Chris, the Don makes delicious-looking spanagobita. Must drink a glass of milk with it, he says, with a spanagobita.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
KP, please do a making pizza live stream. Well, we did an episode, right? It's on the Hunkyfooddudes, but maybe we'll do another one. I don't know if it'll be. Could we do live on it?
We can do live on that channel.
But maybe
on
we'll
that
do
channel,
another
though.
one. Yeah, maybe we'll do a more in-depth one. I'll show the whole process of it.
Or we can just do a
Wait,
recording of it.
The whole process of it.
Process. I reckon
we'll
I'll
do
go
another
back in time just to change that pronunciation.
Great idea, Paul, on the HFD. Yeah, maybe we'll go. We've done one already. You can go find it. I think we called it Cooking with KP, didn't we?
Oh, was it?
No, it was an episode because I cooked and made the homemade, the wood oven pizza. But we'll do another one.
Yeah, it was. Cooking with KP.
We'll do another one and we'll do more in depth. I'll show everything. We'll do more in depth. And Chris will record it all and we'll do more.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll do a full, and that way me and Chris get to eat pizza.
Well, today was the first day Hunkyfooddudes returned.
Exactly.
So get ready, guys. We're back.
Interesting. And every red hot blooded man goes out and buys a packet of condoms. Vending machines pop up everywhere. What? I don't know what I would do in that situation, Dan.
Talking
said.
about what I was talking about, like if you had someone that was dying, that you knew was going to die, would you, if you could go back in
I know
time,
what-
stop them?
But see, making the dough in the morning, I hope. I make the poolish to make the pizza dough the day before. So it rises. I let the yeast ferment for a day before I make the actual dough.
The dough.
That's the best way. I mean, even Giuseppe said that's the best when I told him. That's the best way to do it. You let it ferment for a day, 24 hours, and then
I reckon we should get you and Giuseppe to have a pizza cook-off.
he said he would. He'd love it. I said, we'll use the oven. He goes, yeah,
That
we'll do
would
it.
be
That'd be
wild.
wicked. Each way. Show each different.
Yeah. Like the way he cooks it and the way you
I
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
That'd
And
be
then we do the taste testing.
We should do it.
And I'll get bashed if I say that KP is worse.
He's a probably wicked man.
Yeah, probably.
He's a probably
I
wild.
would love to go back in time just to get that loaf of bread. Can we please go
That-
back in time?
When he comes,
Oh,
if he doesn't,
so
bring,
good.
if he doesn't bring a starter for the Don's going to kill both of us. So we got to tell him, can you bring a starter? That's why I buy pizza, CBF.
Yeah, that's why you just buy them.
It's true. Listen, even
a lot
like
of
when you
work.
had the shop making dough and that, I used to make it. It's hard work when you actually like the ins and outs of it. Yeah. What are you waiting for, man? GT says.
I only got one loaf of bread from Giuseppe because you won that. You won the that
That's
prize.
right.
He won the prize. Remember?
There's pizza with a passion right there. Listen, when you're making pizza, I truly believe when you're kneading the dough, doing it, this is just me, and people might say it's crazy. I think you've got to love it. And it's a work of art. It has to be. And that's what truly makes it a fucking good pizza. I'm telling you. They love it. Those guys that have been making them, Giuseppe, I'm telling you, with his bread, he'll love it. It'll be a work of art to him.
Yeah.
And it's true. You've got to love it. You got the dough, everything. I learned
Did
how
you
to
throw in this
I
guy?
learned how to do that when I was 10.
Far out.
And I do fuck tricks.
He owes me 3 more loaves.
There you go.
Oh jeez. Well, you gotta hit him up, man.
Maybe it's because you didn't give me my $100.
Yeah. Well, no, he has. He has.
He has.
It's like
Super chats. He said
Super
he's got like
chats.
$47 though.
no, well, I think he's still.
LOL, damn, GT says.
I think he's still owing you.
Okay, so gloves or no gloves? Okay, so gloves or no gloves? I've seen some people make sandwiches barehanded. If you're making it for yourself, pizza, no gloves. But I think if you're making sandwiches for people in a snack bar, you should wear gloves.
No,
But if you're making pizza, no gloves. You just got to make sure you're clean.
I don't understand. Like, if you are working in hospitality, it's better if you got washed hands.
Yeah, that's right.
And preparing food.
Yeah, I agree.
Than wear gloves.
I agree.
Gloves has got that plastic shit on it.
I agree.
So
I don't know about sandwiches because I've never been in that. It's different.
that's what I think.
It's different. But pizzas, no gloves, but make sure your hands are very clean.
Yeah.
No gloves. I never wear gloves with
No.
pizzas. No way.
Well, you can't get the feel of it.
No, you don't. You don't get the feel of the mozzarella.
No, mozzarella.
You don't. You legit.
Every
don't.
time I watch Poppy put the pizza after he goes to the toilet,
Yeah.
you just get
Yeah,
turned off by
that's
that.
right. But that's what I'm saying. If you're, you got to make sure you're clean.
Poppy.
Yeah. And he's like, you know when he pees on the couch? Poppy peed on my sofa.
Poppy's wild.
You get there, Dan.
You'll get there, damn. $65 left.
You're wild, man. Don't worry about it. Listen, if anyone's new, please like, share, subscribe, and tell us, where would you go back in time if you could go back? What would you want to see? Where would you go?
He's a doozy for you, KP. He's a doozy for you.
Yeah, I don't. Before you go, sorry, Chris. Me and I would never, like when we're in Thailand, I'll never go for the full-on street food. You'll be sick.
Nah, don't.
You'll be sick.
Don't.
Go to the restaurants. Don't get the street
Go
food.
to the restaurants.
You'll be sick.
Do not go to the street food unless you have a strong stomach.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be sick.
Buy some merch.
Buy some merch. All right. Now, what were you saying? Sorry, I just saw it and it just.
All right, I think the doozy for you, okay? So if you went back in time, right, and everything you thought was true in history was all wrong, and you went there and you were like, shit, this is not what I was told in the history books, would you freak out?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm saying, like pre.
Oh, you know what?
I'm saying pre 1900s.
It wouldn't probably surprise me because a lot of is you telling me that everything that's written in history is factual or true?
No, probably not. No.
Exactly. So it wouldn't surprise me.
But like I'm saying, to a degree that you would be like shocked. It'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Does buying merch count? It does. Damn. If you buy some merch, that counts, man. 100%.
Has he bought any merch before?
No. Listen, I'm getting that. When we make that,
I'll make it tonight.
that is going to be the shirt that I'm going to wear. That's my symbol. And now that I know two of
Oh my
them,
god, KP! It's going to be a KP
that
t-shirt.
is my shirt, man. That is wild. That's my shirt, wild. I'll wear. I love that because I do this to everyone. You know, even I'm in maintenance, right? And you know when people send me, "Oh, you're going to be here at this time," instead of the thumb, I do that. Even though it's because I always use
That's what
it.
John Cena does.
I love it. It's just my symbol. You know why? When Ronaldinho used to dance, that was his dance.
Ronaldinho.
And I loved
That's
it.
wild.
I loved it. Then put it on the Discord. There you go. Yeah, imagine Australia doesn't actually exist, damn saying. I've got one. It's from a movie I love. Can anyone guess it? Half. What? The best flour for pizza dough is South Australian grown Lauki pizza flour. It's good. Lauki's very good pizza flour. That's true.
Lauki.
Yeah, it's good. Chris, I'd probably nod in understanding history in written by the victors. That's very true. Done, GT.
Yeah, same with the role.
Miles Davis and John Coltrane, Stockholm 1963, two Masters of Freedom, playing in a time before their art was corrupted by a zillion cocktail lounge performers. There you go. One of two, two of two. There you go. I did. Damn, did you see it? Yeah. He put the Hess top that he bought.
I'd love to see like when humans, like how we came here, or the first language, how English was made.
I would love to go see.
Just go find where when it happened.
I would love to go see document to see if we actually evolved from apes, right?
Yeah.
Just so I could turn around to the religious people and say, no, it is factual.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't, I could actually say, well, that's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's scouts them each way.
Just to know.
Yeah. I'd love to see that truth. Like just see where, how we came to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
there's all theories.
Imagine you went back in time and it was like nothing like what they've told us. It was like the Highlanders, you know? Imagine you went back and there was like immortals and you were like living in the world of The Witcher and there was like monsters everywhere and you're like, why haven't they told us any of this? Why haven't they told us about Napoleon and Hitler when they could have been telling us about this?
I know.
How wicked would that
What
be?
if there was different civilizations
There would have been, man.
that we don't know about?
Well,
And there were, and not just any civilization. These civilizations were high tech.
Well, imagine like they always say like the Greeks invented democracy, right? Like imagine they didn't. Imagine you went back
Maybe.
and they actually didn't.
No.
Like you just don't know, do we?
That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be interesting.
I'd love to go back. You know the story about I don't. Does everyone know who Archimedes is? He was a Greek scientist that got. They thought he was crazy.
Is it the guy from Bill and Ted's?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's Socrates. Isn't it?
Socrates. Yeah.
Anyway, he was the one that he discovered water displacement, and the way he discovered it was he filled his bath up too far, and he sat in it, and it overflowed.
Yeah.
And he freaked out. He was running through the town going Evrika, Evrika, which is Eureka, Eureka, Evrika, Evrika. I found, and they thought he was mad, and he like got executed back in there. I'd love to go back there and go. Yeah, actually, he's a real smart guy. He's just,
Well, there's a lot of
don't kill him.
a lot of people back in those years, especially like 18th century, even before that, they used to kill ladies that
They
they
thought they were
thought witches, but they weren't. They were healers.
That's right.
And it's just stupid religious people that thought that they were the demons and stuff, and they went backwards in healing.
Of course. That's a line from Jerry Maguire. Oh, there you go. I've only seen Jerry Maguire a couple times.
I can't remember.
When I heard it, instantly wanted to be there. There you go. Can we have a HFD followers merch photo compilation? I want the new wild symbol. What's the colors going to be? I reckon it's going to be this one. Where is it? I reckon it should be this. Where's that symbol? If I can find it, Chris will just.
I reckon you've got to have something that signifies wild on the back or something small.
I want to make one with just this for the first one. I want it to be this. Where is it? Search. What does it come up as?
You have to go to the hand gestures.
Yeah, but isn't it in thumb?
No, just go to the hands, and it's probably just look. You'll see it there somewhere.
Is that it? That's one of them, isn't it?
I don't know.
I reckon it's got to be the one that comes up on the phone here, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
But just you got to rotate them in Canva.
Yeah, you can rotate it.
Like we rotate them in Canva like that, and make it.
Peter, how are you, man?
Peter Balasan, sup, hey Peter, how are you? Yeah, I reckon it's got to be the one that comes up on your text message in the mobile like this, and we just rotate it like we do. This one, see this one? But it looks different on my phone. Then YouTube changes it to the YouTube one. But it's got to be the one.
Do you want real hands or do you want emoji hands?
Them two, the emoji one, and just rotate it.
All right. And what color?
I reckon that one. The one
yellow?
Yeah, that one.
You want it yellow?
Well, why not? What, do you want it to be this one?
It's up to you, man. It's your shirt.
I think it's got to be that emoji one because it gets used all the time.
HFD is abbreviated for Dragon.
Rob gave $20 Superfly for a burger and a half. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You always get a burger when you come in. Represent exactly, damn. I know that, but that's why it's my symbol, and
it is really, yeah.
But it's going to be like this. It's going to represent wild.
Wild.
How good is that?
That is cool.
I just want that. I don't even want. That's it. Just them two there.
We'll have that
because people will be like, "What does that mean?" It's wild.
But you can have it in small writing in the back.
Maybe. That can be another one. There's got to be one with just that, I reckon.
All right, done.
And then there can be other ones with wild,
Actually, we're going to go through the merch and change all the logos.
Well, we can maybe put the HFD, I don't know, whatever. Just the wild would be wicked. The double Billy is wild, exactly.
Rob is next level. Rob is next level. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Champion. But yeah, any others that anyone wants to put in?
Where else would I want to go, man? I'd love to go the time of just see some of the wars.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. Sorry. That's why I'm like with Rob. No words, nothing. Like the bad boys symbol. It was just the eyes. Remember, it didn't have no words, nothing. It's just a symbol.
Yeah, we just have the symbol.
That's why I reckon we just have that.
Yeah, no worries.
That's it. It's
easy.
wicked. That's it. It is very easy to make. So
would you guys buy it? Is the question,
dude? I've never seen KP. Oh bullshit! I use that symbol all the time, and he's laughing. LOL. He's a bit of a troublemaker.
Did I at the moment ask what the HFD means?
Where? HFD is abbreviated for... we started... Haven't you seen our other channel? The other channel is Hunkyfooddudes. Never. Don't lie. GT. I backed you for Macedonia, man. Come on.
Yeah, Hunkyfooddudes, man.
Yeah, just
That's what it stands for.
Yeah, go. You can check out our other channel.
That's what we started as.
That's the food review, and then we just abbreviated it, and
we just did a food review, guys.
yeah, we did, and it's going to come out soon.
One.
Don't know how long, but it will be.
No, it won't be long.
Won't be long. Chris will get it out soon.
I'll get it out very soon.
We actually went and scoped out the new room before.
It's going to be awesome in there.
It looks like it'll be good in there, eh?
Yeah, it will.
It's like set up to be like good because there's 2 areas we can use, and
it's going to be wild.
Never. Hunkyfooddudes didn't know that. That's our other channel, man. It should be in the bio.
Yeah, so if you go to our homepage,
it might even be in the description of this video.
Yeah, it would be. But if not, go to our homepage, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the other channels there.
That's how we started.
There's about 150 videos in there of us doing food reviews and stuff.
Oh, because it played a video. Sorry if you heard that, guys, but
if you go down the bottom.
Yeah, but I think it's in the description of this video, isn't it?
It is.
Let me just look.
Yeah.
Hunkyfooddudes, yeah.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
Down, if you go in the description, also check out our...
Where do you belong?
You know what's funny about what
Sorry,
Dan just said?
What did he say? Waiting for the bananas
Now,
and Sprite review.
that video that you talked about
it's blown up, hasn't it?
well, because that challenge is like really
someone
popular
else did
right
it
now.
recently.
Yeah, it's really popular right now, and that's why it's been pushed. So
Dude,
he's gonna and everyone's like,
I'll vomit straight away.
because you're saying, oh, nothing's impossible, and everyone's just paying you out because of that.
Everyone's just losing it. It's funny.
If you go to our TikTok page, you'll see.
Well, that's not a review. That's just to see if I can not vomit for 5 minutes. But we know I'm gonna vomit.
You should do it, man.
I'll
See what happens.
I'll vomit. I'm sure. But you know what it is? I don't know if I could even eat 5 bananas, eh?
Look.
Like, could you eat just 5 bananas? Even just thinking about eating 5 bananas makes me want to vomit.
5 bananas would...
It's a lot. And how much Sprite do you have to drink?
A liter of Sprite?
I don't even think I could actually finish that.
Just,
a liter?
Just thinking about it's making me sick.
It is, man. Imagine just eating 5 bananas. That would make me sick. Like, 1 is enough.
Yeah, it's making me sick just thinking about it.
Dan's laughing. He's cracking up.
All right, this is another question for you.
When is the grand opening of the new HFD studio? Probably in the new year.
Yeah, new year.
Yeah.
We have to get a few things.
Listen, it's probably going to look very similar because we
have to buy a few new couches.
Yeah, we're going to have our green screen. So
we have our green screen.
It'll look different to us. It might be a bit more personal, I think.
It will be personal.
Because it'll be a bit closer sometimes. And we're not going to...
Nothing's impossible.
The podcast might not move in there straight away. We were talking about it before. The food review will be moving in there straight away.
Yeah, the food.
So, and then eventually this will move there, but
we need
food
couches
reviews will be getting shot in there.
Yeah.
As of the new year.
Well, we could do a podcast in there, but
we can on the table. Yeah, we're not sure.
But we need to get some. We need to get some new couches.
Yeah, I could, but I'd spew 100. That's what I'm saying. I think I'd vomit from 5 bananas without the Sprite. Can it be any soft drink or is it just Sprite? Like if you drank, because I hate Sprite.
Why?
I just don't like lemonade that much.
Sprite's nice.
I like lemonade with like lemon or something in it, or like lemon lime bitter. I don't like it. I don't like lemonade as just lemonade. But if they said, Pepsi Max and bananas, would it still have the same effect? Because then I'd try because I'd actually like the drink.
I don't know.
Or does it have to be Sprite?
Well, everyone's waiting for KP to do it.
But does it have to be Sprite? Can we ask them this?
I reckon you should just try it and see what happens with Pepsi Max.
Yeah, vomit. I'm going to vomit from the minute. Keep the couches. Yeah, we're going to keep them.
We'll still do ones out here, but it won't be all the time.
Yeah. Maybe the Sprite's more gassy.
We'll get new couches, don't worry.
We're going to put couches in there. We're just going to.
It won't be here in this room.
To you guys, it's not going to look much different because it's probably going to be us on couches with a green screen.
It will look the same. It just won't be in this very room we're in now.
It has to be Sprite, apparently. Okay, there you go. Sprite is the superior soft drink.
Sprite's. I like Sprite. I hate those people that love 7-Up.
Isn't that Sprite?
No, It's 7-Up.
But doesn't it just taste the same?
Well, I guess so, but it's shit.
What about Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew's nice.
I like Mountain Dew.
Everyone hates it, but I like it.
Why? Everyone can't hate it because it's popular still.
Mountain Dew's wild.
Yeah, Mountain Dew's nice.
It's nice.
Every now and then I like a Mountain Dew.
I love people that like Mountain Dew. They understand me.
Mountain Dew. Do you call it Dew or Dew?
Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Dew.
I don't know, dude. I'm just asking.
7-Up is
7
not
Up
wild.
There you go.
7-Up.
7
Why do you
Up.
call it 7-Up for? I don't get it.
Why do they call it 7 Up?
Why do they call it Sprite?
You know like when Jerry Seinfeld was saying, you know, that stand-up he does, and he's like, you know, when you see the soda commercials, and he goes, they're all having so much fun. He's like, there's girls in bikinis, volleyball on the beach, and he goes, and then you're just standing there watching them with the same drink, and you're like, maybe I'm putting too much ice in mine.
That's so
they're all
true,
having
man.
so much fun in the soda commercials, and you're
Yeah.
drinking that drink, and you're like, oh, I don't know. 7 Up equals Sprite equals Mountain Dew. Yuck, too sweet.
I love Mountain Dew, man.
What was the score? Full time, 7-0. There you go. 7-0 full time. We knew that was going to be a whitewash. There was no way they were losing to Bangladesh.
Sprite.
So
So, how about this, right? If
Mountain Dew. I'm a bit
Mountain
upset.
Dew's wild.
Just wicked.
All right, so if you go back in time and there was any podcast you could go to, which podcast would you go back to?
HFD book.
The first one?
No, yeah, the first one. Just sit there and watch us.
Just watch us.
Akeem's over there like dancing. He's doing roly polies. He wants attention.
I'll go back and watch me do the Big V challenge
Oh,
just to see how I did it. Because I don't know how I did it.
I would love to have seen that again. Yeah, you're right. I would love to go back and just. I'd love
Well,
to
you
go,
watched it.
Yeah, no, but I'd love to go watch the other guy and see how he did it in how many minutes did he do it in?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Big V? Come on, Akeem. You want to come here? Don't go on the laptop, though. Yeah, you can come here. He wants to sit here.
Well, that's lucky.
He always comes in here on the show, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he wants
Lately,
attention.
He wants attention. I know WD-40 is so named because it was the 40th attempt. Is that true?
WD-40.
Is that true? That's not true. I don't know. That's making me think now. Akeem's got to get in. He's got to say hello to Chris once. He's got to, he loves it. Come on, you can go. Yeah, I'd love to see how that guy. You know what I'd love? You know who I used to love watching? What's his name?
Who?
What's that guy? The Chinese guy that eats the food like crazy?
Matt Stoney.
Yeah. Does he still do it?
Not as frequent, but he still does.
You couldn't keep doing that as frequent as he was doing because it's not good for you.
No, it's not.
The way, remember Man vs. Food? I used to love Man vs. Food. He was wicked.
Yeah, but he ate a lot.
Yeah, but he did. And then, he became a
then he
vegan
became-
after because he just wanted to clean himself. But do you know what I mean? It can't be good doing that all the time.
Nah.
Like Matt
No
Stoney, it's...
Nah.
Yeah, it's fucking true. 40th version of the compound. Yeah, all right.
Are
You're going to do bloopers?
Yeah.
I'm sure we will because we just...
There were a few bloopers.
There's
not
some
as many.
point where we just start laughing for no reason.
But the intros will be a lot quicker. There
Yeah.
won't be any intros like there was last time. We just want to get straight into it.
Yeah.
But there are some ones where we're going past Hungry Jack's and we see the Adelaide Crows there. It's like, what am I eating here for?
Going back maybe 2 years ago... Yeah, Rob is so direct, isn't he? Going back about 2 years ago, we went to do a food review at Hungry Jack's.
Oh, yeah.
Me and the big man. And I had the camera and I was videoing Chris receive the bag, the Hungry Jack's bag from the girl,
lady. Yeah,
the
yeah.
lady, the girl. And it happened to be this young girl. And then this Karen manager come out of nowhere.
Her name was definitely Karen.
And she goes, "Are you recording?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Did you get permission from her to record her?" And I'm like, "We're a food channel." She's like, "You better take that down." And I'm like, "Or what? What are you going to do?"
I remember that.
I remember saying why? What's the consequence if I don't stop recording?
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing was, the young girl didn't even care.
No.
She was laughing because she thought she was going to be on a YouTube channel, I think. Because Chris said to her, I was in the passenger, Chris was like, "We're a YouTube channel, we're about to review this." And she was like, "Oh, okay." But she did not care.
No.
In any way. And then this
Oh,
Karen come out of nowhere.
You're not going to be the center of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Far out. Take it easy.
Cut the bullshit. GT saying about we're trying to cut it down, so it's just into it.
It's just
Yeah.
like into it. Yeah.
And I remember I was like, oh, well, like, how are you going to stop me? Like, you're gonna come out and come in the car and take the camera off me? Like, fucking hell, man. Like, if you don't want it, you could. If she had just come up and said, "Oh, listen, we appreciate it if you don't record," we would have said, "Oh, yeah, no worries." Because she was a dickhead.
Oh, biggest.
Like,
dickhead.
just come out and be polite, and we would have actually said, "Oh, no worries, we won't record."
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Most people are pretty cool though.
But you know what I mean? Actually use manners.
Yeah.
And you get a lot further than being rude.
Yeah, most people are.
Parents are wild.
Yeah, most people are pretty.
I agree.
Yeah, they, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like I was saying, it was a good point. It's like you get so much further being polite in life than actually being.
So why
rude.
we're gonna staple your picture, your video,
like we are
on our channel? We're the fuck. We are the people. We're just
the host.
grabbing the food
Yeah,
off you idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
I hope
know.
you're watching this, you
It was
idiot.
so stupid, wasn't it? When you think about it,
It was, but no, it was good. It was it was good fun today.
it was good getting
It's
back
good to
a video,
reminisce
wasn't it?
about, you know,
It was very good.
and it really ties into the topic, you know.
Karens are wild. I love that.
It ties into the topic going back
It
in
does.
time.
That's because he's a back.
Oh, look, you know,
back down memory lane. She was a pelican, man. Absolute pelican.
Yeah.
Absolute pelican. News flash. South Australia's best Euros, Hellenic Euros on Hindley Street. Second cheeky Greek at Henley Beach.
You're talking about, oh yeah,
Do you
yeah.
reckon that's the best Euros in the state?
Now, never used to be, but
I still don't even think it is. Best Euros in the state.
like, yeah.
Wild.
Scudder in
Scudder's good.
Scudder's good. The Euros brothers back in the day,
I
Subbers
like
Euros,
cheeky
they were
Greek.
good.
Hellenic Euros.
Yeah,
Run by
Yanni, yeah,
Yanni.
that's the one on Hindley Street.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the best.
They're good.
They're good,
Don't get me wrong. They're really good, but
You know what? It's hard for me to judge the best Euros.
why?
I don't know. Like, it's just...
Oh, no, there's different ones around.
Exactly. So many of them are different. Like those guys at Castle Plaza, they're not even Greek.
They're not bad.
They're
pretty
Turkey,
good.
and they're real nice.
They're real nice.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
It just depends.
Like, it's
man.
just that it's a different style.
Oh.
And there's actually real nice. If you go to Castle Plaza, they make a wicked.
Well, the
Euros,
one. Apparently, the one in Port Adelaide, Commercial Road.
Yeah.
That's actual Yanis.
Yeah.
And
Scudder's popular semaphore.
no,
isn't
what's
it?
it called? What's it called there? Anyway, the one on Port Road, on Commercial Road, they're really nice. Apparently,
Is Hellenic the one on the corner?
yeah, it's on Hindley Street,
Well, it used to be called Yannis.
like
didn't it?
pretty much near Marcelina, across the road from Marcelina's.
Wasn't it? Was it called? It wasn't always called that.
No, it was
was
called Yanis.
It was called Yannis. It
Yannis,
was
yeah.
Yannis Euros before, and it definitely wasn't the best back then.
No, I mean because they got charcoal.
Yeah, it's different. Same with the one on Tapley's Hill Road that we went to.
Which one's that one?
Me, you, and John did a review on it.
Oh, the local Greek.
Local Greek, they're charcoal.
The two Greek boys are not too bad. The one on the Anzac Highway.
Yeah, that
I'm
one.
not sure about the Unley Road one. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. When it was Yannis Euros, it wasn't that good.
Depends, man. You can get
Depends what
sometimes.
era it was. It depends what time of the night it was.
Sometimes the meat's a bit fatty.
It depends what time of the. I'm telling you, with Yannis and even going back to the ones at the Bay, it depends when you got it.
Yeah.
If you went when it was in, because he used to stay open on Hindley Street. If it was midnight, he used to have like good ones. It was like it was, you know.
Depends on the meat. What?
Yeah.
You know how much.
Damn, being direct is career limiting. Why? Because you can't handle the truth. Said by Jack Nicholson.
He did say that. Wasn't that in A Few Good Men?
Yeah.
A Few Good Men.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Remember when Jerry and George, he comes in, he goes, you can't handle the truth. And Jerry goes, what are you doing? He goes, I'm working on my Jack Nicholson. I want to try all these foods from Adelaide town because most Perth food places are yes.
That is true. I used to live in Perth, and it's right. There's not many. There's some good places there, but there's more here. Like good,
But-
I don't know why.
But Yorgo, you are Greek, man. I'm sure you can make your own great food at home.
We're not talking about homemade food. We're
Nah,
talking about,
but he
Yeah.
showed us. He showed us a picture in the Discord where they had a barbecue with all the souvlakia on it. That's
pretty good.
the best.
No, there are some good places there. There are.
I
There are some
prefer
good
to make a
places.
Euros here
You know what I love?
They
When
go
I-
to anywhere.
When
And
I was in
always say
Perth,
that.
there was a place called Tony Roma's in the
Mhm.
city, and they do like these baby back ribs. Oh man, these pork baby back ribs. Oh,
Can
so
I-
good, man.
You got to try my smoked ribs.
I have to.
I always show you pictures of my brisket
You do.
and my ribs
You
and everything.
do. But these ribs,
One day
man.
when you come down there, one day when when we have a day down there, I'm gonna smoke ribs.
Yeah.
They're the best, man. I do
Nah,
smoked ribs.
there's some good places in Perth, but
Get
I reckon over
over-
here, like there's more Mediterranean. I reckon.
Yeah,
better
yeah.
food here.
Yeah. Rob is doing his best Scorpion impersonation. He said, "Get over here, GT."
GT23's never
I
been
want to
here.
come. Never been. You should come, man.
Come.
Come visit the Don.
Come visit HFD.
Come visit HFD, man. We'll put you on. Yes, Castle Plaza Euros Club is. Yeah, they are. See, and they're Turkish guys, and they are. This. It's really fresh.
I've never been there.
It's one of the best Euroses, man.
You know what? The Hungry Jacks we bought tonight was from Castle Plaza.
Yeah, it was. But Paul knows the one I'm talking about. They are real good.
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
They're real good.
Yeah.
Just like still, you get an open Euros from there. That's real nice too. Yeah, because real fresh. You're watching them cook it in front of you. GT23, life is short. Do it. There
I'm
you
sure
go.
he's got family that's going to pick up their bags and move to Adelaide.
No, just come here. Visit.
Come for a visit.
Damn takes everything to an extreme.
Just
It's like,
move here.
I want to visit Adelaide. Damn's like, well, just move here.
And then you're trying to make him a Crow supporter.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He'll like have a crow scarf waiting for him at the.
At the airport? He would.
That's the best.
He 100% would.
That's Dan. That's our Dan, man.
That's our damn.
He's wild.
This world, yeah.
He's wild, yeah.
5.
We were like-
Boulevard.
We were like, before we went live, we were like talking real close into the microphones. And lucky we stopped because I reckon with about 10 seconds to go, me and Chris were sitting here like in raptures. We were cracking up because we were just making stupid noises. And
Yeah,
I was
you're
like, man, we got to go live.
You're like,
All it started off with was
Wow.
this. It was this. Wild. Because it sounds so loud.
it sounds loud when you have the earphones on.
I don't know what it sounds
When you got the earphones on, it
I
sounds
don't know
loud.
what it sounds like to them, but
I don't know.
GT's laughing. Wild.
Wild.
These microphones, you could make the best like I said, the videos of the sounds. You know, the ASMR that people make. You could do the best videos.
All right. Now, I know we're nearly at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
So we can ask a quick sports question. What do you think about this opening round AFL? We talked about it in the Discord.
I agree with Dan, 100%. I think it's, and I said,
How can you have a round
no,
one
it's so dumb.
with a round 0?
And what did I say? I said the powers to be, and this is not just AFL. This goes for soccer, like Premier League. They don't think about what the fans want. They think about what's going to lie in their pockets, and they're trying to get to the market. And the thing is about New South Wales is you could threaten a person to like AFL, and they're not going to.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
why are you wasting your money going there, and then all these other teams are getting buys, and then in round 4, these other teams are going to get buys?
I just don't get how you can
I
have.
agree. I'm with them.
I
Hate
don't
it.
know how you can have round 1, but then you
Round
can have
0.
one before round 1.
I know,
Like,
it's so
it
stupid.
always starts with round 1, always.
So what does this mean now? Are they adding an extra round, or are they just taking one away at the end of the year?
They just did.
Yeah, no, but is it going to be 0?
It'll be 24 or 24.
Yeah, but is it
rounds.
going to be 0 to 24, or is it going to now be 0 to 23? So it's 24. Because the 23rd would technically
No, there's
be 24.
24 rounds because there's buys in between.
Yeah.
But everyone plays 23 games.
Yeah, they're doing a thing called opening round, Rob, because they're trying to get to the NRL market in New South Wales, and only 4 games are being played.
Is it
Is that
4?
right?
No, it's 5.
It's 4, isn't it? Could be
Oh, 4.
Anyway, 4 or 5, right? Yeah, because the NRL is going to be in Las Vegas, so they want to try and get to the
Yeah, so
But-
they're calling it opening round.
opening round, but it's
and
not
then
going to
round
work.
1 will be the week
following
after.
Week after.
So all these teams that are playing in round 1
See,
are having a bye.
Toby's laughing. Like, it's true. It's so stupid. And like I said, the powers to be of all these big sports called like EPL, AFL, NRL, they don't. If they actually sat down and thought about what the fans wanted, they'd actually make more money because the fans
yeah.
would support it more.
Yeah.
But they don't. They think about what they think is good and make dumb decisions like this.
It is, yeah.
It's such a stupid. Listen, gather round, right? Whether I like it or not, gather round makes sense because SA is a footy state.
Of course.
So bring every game here. Everyone's going to go to them.
Well, New South Wales are going to get it.
Yeah,
But why would you put it in New South Wales? No one's going to go to it.
exactly, because it's stupid. Put it in Victoria, Or it's like in Victoria anyway, because they get so many.
Well, they
games
have
there.
gather around every week. There.
Exactly. So they're doing it. It's misguided marketing. It's so,
you could have gather in WA.
Yeah, maybe.
It
Yeah,
could be in WA.
Yeah.
I think the only reason they don't do it there is because of the time differences.
Maybe. But you know what I mean? That concept makes sense. That was good. That's good.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And they're going to raid New South Wales and Queensland, but it's just not going to work. That's the problem because.
Well, they think it is.
It's just people might go to it that week, but they'll never watch AFL again. That's how it is. It's like us. If NRL come here, say the State of Origin come here, people might go to it just to experience it, but it doesn't mean you're going to become an avid NRL fan.
No,
because it doesn't. You don't.
It's true.
Just, put that on a shirt, Rob. Misguided marketing. Yeah, it's all the noise. The server. This never-ending AFL shit is just messing with the A-League and other sports. End the season already. I'm with ETM.
They want to be relevant for they want to be relevant for this time off.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And they don't like the fact that whatever it is, A-League, NRL has its own following. They don't because they want to be number one. Let everyone fucking have their time, man. Who cares? AFL is the number one sport. We know it, but let everyone have their it's
Yeah.
I watch both.
No, it's the problem is they want to be relevant in the off season.
Don't have such a big off season.
After the draft,
yeah,
nothing happens.
Well,
they need to do something.
Do what other sports do, like whatever soccer, and don't have such a big off season. Make your preseason games more relevant.
Yeah, like they used to do. Yeah, they used to be like that.
Like what is it now? Whatever they do, the
Nothing.
preseason games suck.
Well, now it's starting in the start of March, so it's earlier than expected because those games are being played on the 7th of March. I think the first one. So
they want to rule Australia. They do. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, they do, but they just got. I don't think they have the idea how NRL centric those states are, especially New South Wales.
What I don't get is why did they change the preseason concept? It was better before when it was relevant.
Like NSET Cup and that.
The NAB Cup, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah, NAB Cup.
It was way more relevant, wasn't it?
I'm thinking years ago.
Yeah, but
NSET
even
Cup.
then it was more relevant.
Yeah, it was. It was. They used to play for the Cup and, I mean,
so
it didn't mean anything really.
So now let's say they have October, November, December, January, February.
And then it's playing March.
So they got 5.5 months off.
Yeah. Well, they do preseason.
Yeah, no, but I mean from games.
Yeah, playing.
Well, you know what they should do is what they do in soccer is turn around to these AFL players and go, well, yous get paid money, right? You're professionals. If we want to make more rounds and make every team play each other twice so it's fair, so the season goes longer, don't fucking complain about having buys and just play because that's what you're paid to do.
Yeah.
And then if you can't do it, you don't play that game.
Yeah.
Like in soccer, right? We've got, say the EPL has 38 games, right?
AFLX was stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever see that?
It's stupid.
It was on a square pitch.
It was stupid. So let's just say, right, like in soccer, there's 38 games, right? And they should do this in footy, not expect every single one of your players is going to play every single game. There's injuries. Give them a rest. Now it's such a big thing when a player gets a rest in AFL.
Yeah.
So make everyone play each other twice, right? How many games would that be? How many teams are there in the comp?
There's 18.
18 teams. Play each other twice. 34 games. Right? So the season will go longer. And then it's fair because everyone's played each other twice.
It would be fair.
So then the top 8 would be relevant because you've played every team twice. Season would go longer. And then just think, you don't expect your players to play every game. Yeah, you can rest players here and there, and that brings more tactics into it. That brings more man management into it, like soccer. What? Because really, when you think about it, you watch.
Is that what happens in the EPL? Everyone plays twice.
Twice. Every league,
apart from AFL.
I think so. You think about it, you love football, right? Everyone likes football fans and that, but the concept of not playing each other twice is really stupid when you think about it, because Collingwood could go play.
It is.
Let's just say West Coast are bottom and Collingwood are the premiers. They could, for some reason, get to play West Coast twice and only play Brisbane once.
Well, that's what happened.
Exactly, it's stupid. It's unfair.
I remember Port played Collingwood twice, and they still hadn't played GWS or Freo, and the season hadn't even finished yet.
Yeah.
Like we had played Collingwood twice before we even played them.
Yeah.
We had played other teams twice before we even played another team once. Shouldn't you play every team once before you play the other?
Exactly, is what I'm saying.
Play them again.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the draw, people put so much attention into the draw.
It's about the draw.
Because it's so stupid.
It's all done for
Like
money,
in
man.
soccer, the only reason people care about the draw in soccer, you know what it is? Like Man United fans, we go look at the draw to see when we're playing Liverpool. Because we know we're going to play them twice.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the reason why they care about the draw is because it's all about money.
Of course. And then
Who's going to draw the most money? It's all about money.
Say with us, Port versus Crows, right?
Yeah.
They make us play each other twice.
Did you see that? They're going to make us play on a Thursday night.
No, but what I'm saying is they make us play each other twice every year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that might not be fair to, let's just say Port are the best team in the comp.
Yeah.
And what if Crows are the wooden spooners? But Port get to play Crows twice, but then some other team doesn't get to play Crows twice.
Yeah, I know. It's like last year, right? West Coast were the bottom.
Yeah.
We only played them once.
Exactly. That's what I'm
But
saying.
Sydney played them twice, got massive percentage, and yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How is that fair?
Yeah.
It's not fair at all.
It would be good for more footy, like GT saying. That's why I think my concept is better. You'll get 34 games, and you don't have to expect your players to play every game. They don't expect every soccer player to play every game.
No.
And they play Europe in between.
And then what that does, it makes your seconds come up to the
Exactly.
and then you give more time to
Exactly.
your second tier
And
players,
then-
which get more experience. Where your whole squad would probably be better for your whole squad
But-
because they all start
But
playing the game. They play the game.
We've got these pelicans like Patrick Dangerfield that are in charge of the PFA, the Players Association, that are like, oh, we don't get enough rest, and mate, you're a professional athlete. You're getting paid. If you're not fit that week, don't play.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
your rest.
I agree, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what's so dumb about it? If you're not up to scratch to play one week, don't play. Have a rest. You're getting paid.
That's what I said. It brings up the second tier players, and then they get a taste of AFL.
Yeah, see,
Which is
GT's
good.
saying it, is agreeing with me. I don't just play each other twice because it makes the comp actual even. Because then you can say we're top and we played everyone twice. Because I guarantee you, it makes it like the league would have been so different last year.
Yeah, it would have been.
100%.
Would have been. We'll be still going.
Yeah, be different.
We'll be still going.
Yeah, that's right. And then start earlier.
And you
start
and then you finish in like December, January.
exactly, and then they
And
go
then you come back. You have a month off, and then you go back March.
exactly like the soccer does. And then when they complain, say, "Well, you guys are paid to do this." Like, it's
When they
your job.
complain, they're getting paid
But
like
they all get that-
thousands.
but that's the
of
problem with
thousands
footy
of-
players. Whether we love footy or not, they always complain that they don't get enough rest.
They get 6 months off.
Exactly. That's what all the soccer people
Well,
say.
I mean, they train. They do the
But
preseason.
they're fit. They should be training anyway.
Yeah.
Really, when you're a professional athlete, you don't really take any time off. You might take a week off, and then you train straight away.
It's a long time, man, between fucking drinks. To wait
Yeah,
for another
exactly. It's
season.
heaps, man. 6 months.
It's a long time, man.
It is, man.
It's a long time, man.
Yeah, I agree. Play each other once is enough. Following the year,
Yeah, but then you only have foot like
flip home and away schedule. Okay.
playing once. Like I understand what you're saying, but like as
Then the
in like
following year, flip home and away schedule.
yeah, but like revenue and stuff, they just wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
right.
enough money to be made to play once.
Yeah, I know what. That's a good concept.
I understand what it's a good
what I'm
concept.
saying is
It's a
saying
good concept.
play each other once, and then the next year flip it around, and everyone
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
the
that
same-
is a good
Yeah.
concept. But I just don't
Different
think
home and away.
with money and
They
stuff.
won't do that. Yeah, but that is a good. I agree. That's a good concept.
Well, that's fair as well because
Yeah,
they're
that is
playing
fair.
once.
Exactly.
But
And you got to play everyone.
because they want money,
That's right.
they're going to make them play longer.
Of course.
But if you're going to start playing people twice, you should. Everyone has to play twice.
Yeah, of course.
It's either one way or the other.
That's
You
what I'm
play
saying.
once,
That's what I
we play
agree.
twice.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know they don't get paid as much as the EPL players or the basketball players, but how many games do they play in the NBA? 80.
Yeah,
And then they have finals.
look, it's a different game.
No, but what I'm saying is, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I
the soccer
understand.
players, like Man United played 60-something games last year.
Yeah.
And then had a World Cup in between, Chris.
Yeah. Well, it would be like, as I said, player management would be massive then.
But that would make...
Because you need to know how to manage your players properly.
But again, that would make more tactical coaches.
It would.
Because like Alex Ferguson in the soccer, this is what
It would.
made him the best because Ryan Giggs talks about it. He goes, he would look at a game that was 5 weeks away and know it was massive, and he would come up to Ryan Giggs, you know, when he was in his 30s and go, listen, Ryan, get yourself ready for Liverpool, whatever. And Ryan Giggs would go, yeah, no. And then he'll go, wait a second, man, that's a month away. And he goes, Alex Ferguson goes, doesn't matter. Get yourself ready for that. And that's what would come into coaching. It would add an element to coaches in the AFL because they would have to manage players.
They would.
It's a tactic.
It would.
Because I could turn
it'd be
around.
really interesting if they did
because
that.
I could turn around and say we're playing the bottom team. Say it's West Coast. That's who was bottom this year. Or North Melbourne. Let's say we're playing North Melbourne so we don't upset GT, right? And the Collingwood could say, well, we're going to rest some players this week because we got Brisbane next week.
Correct.
It puts tactics into it.
It does.
What's wrong with that? It's an element of coaching. Makes you better than just selecting your best 22 every week.
It'd be funny to see which teams would go like the distance.
You
Maybe
find out
Collingwood
how the best
had
seconds
good-
are. Good your seconds are. You'll find out.
Exactly. But then, as I said,
And
it
it'll
gives
give
them
more youth an opportunity.
It gives them opportunity and game time to see
Exactly.
what your seconds can do.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
I
good
agree
idea,
with
man.
you, but for some reason we have to have blockbuster like Freo West Coast 2 games. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's
Yeah.
say Port and Crows are the two bottom teams of the competition one year. We know they're going to play each other twice. And it could be...
Yeah, that's what I'm
there's no-
saying.
Imagine they're both bottom, right? Adelaide Oval gets 30,000 people. Like, do you know what I'm not saying it would happen, but because no one cares about that game.
And then if you have if you play everyone twice, that means that you play more games at the MCG.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
means that's where the
You
grand
get used
final
to
is.
it.
You played twice as many
There's not
games
as
there.
much an advantage for the Victorian team.
Correct.
Brisbane get used to playing there more.
Well, actually, thinking about it, man, I reckon what you're saying is
the best concept.
is fair.
It's so, when you actually sit there and break it down, it's so silly, the concept, like the round, that you play everyone once and then another team, other 7, you know, it's so stupid, really. It works so much better. And they'll make more money because they'll be playing longer. But,
Correct.
like I said, they protect them so much.
Yeah. There's an AFLPA that.
Well, there's a Players Association in the soccer
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway.
you know, with the money, big man, they have, enough money, AFL, I mean, yeah, they do. They got enough money.
Oh yeah, they would.
Like, I'm upset, he says. Yeah. I think he was talking about his West Coast. Listen, guys, if you're new, please like, share, subscribe.
Anyway.
Exactly. Increase the list and no more teams. That's right. Don't have to add another team.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get
I know, but
Tasmania.
instead of that, increase the list, increase the games, and then more players can go to these increased lists. They won't have to add a team where no one cares about football.
That's right.
And you'll get more games. More kids will get an opportunity. They'll make more money because there's more games, more TV rights. Duh. Like, when you think
Hey,
about
I agree,
it.
man.
I could be CEO.
You could be CEO, man.
Dylan.
It's
whoever
not
the new
Dylan's
guy
gone
is,
now.
whoever
It's
the new-
Dylan.
Dylan.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I'd go up to him and I'd go, Dylan, you son of a bitch. Get out of here.
That's it.
I'm in charge. It is logical. Like,
Yeah,
it's so logical.
100%. 100%. It is.
And it's funny when you say it to, like, you're a footy person, right? Like, I'm a soccer person.
Yeah,
And when, like I say, it's funny that you go, yeah, that's better.
it is.
Because I reckon most footy people would think about it and go, yeah, that's better. Because it's more fair. And
Way
they'll make
more
more money. Your club will make more money because you have more games.
Correct. And as you said, it will change coaching to what it is
It'll
now.
make you more tactical.
It would.
Make you more man management.
Correct.
Oh, you got your older players. Oh, Scott, Pendlebury. I'm going to give you this 2 weeks off because you know what? You're still going to play 30 games this year.
Exactly.
Because you could have 5 weeks off to rest. You're still going to play 20
Yeah,
games.
that's right. And that's all you need, really.
Exactly.
To get, yeah.
Fucking oaths. Still could be a 300 gamer having 5-6 weeks off in a season.
And, we could still be bloody doing watch-alongs, which GT's mission.
Exactly. GT is missing him. He's definitely missing him.
Anyway, guys, it's been a good podcast.
Listen, guys, it says we got 15 people in. What are the likes at? Please, everyone like the video.
17 people. Far out. Come on,
17.
guys.
Listen, we'll stay here for a little bit since there's so many people here. So
Well, if you're gonna interact with us, guys. Come on.
please interact. Say hello.
Say
and
hello. We're actually gonna go soon.
We're going to go soon. And like me and Chris said before, please
like the video, guys.
like the video.
It takes
Leave,
2 seconds.
it takes 2 seconds. And leave. We want everyone to
Like.
leave a comment.
Come on, guys.
If the like
16
button, if the
people.
like button was this, I bet you everyone would do it.
Oh, we got 13 likes now.
Thanks, guys. Please leave
Whoever
a
that
comment.
was.
I want to see comments on the video later. Damn, I want to see comments. AFL are Pelicans, 100%.
They are Pelicans.
17
Maybe there
people.
would be a Pelican.
Imagine you walked in and the CEO was just this big pelican. GT would be loving it. They should name one of the new teams the Pelicans.
They should.
Would GT change his team to the Pelicans?
Look at that pelican fly.
Pelicans. He loves the Pelicans, man. He loves it.
He does.
That's wild.
He
Listen,
does.
guys.
It's been great.
It was a good topic.
It was interesting. You know, it's something that going back in time and doing all that kind of stuff is something that people think about a lot. And there's so much stuff that's happened in the past that you know, it's one of those things that you always go, oh, I wish I could go back and have a look at that, or you know, I wish I could go back and see Muhammad Ali take on Joe Frazier
Or George Foreman.
or George
Rumble in the
Foreman.
Jungle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Be in the crowd to see that. Or even go see Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield or whatever.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Go see Bruce Lee
Bruce
fight.
Lee would have been wicked.
Like, see how quick he was. Like, in one of his...
You imagine now if we got to
You
see
know?
Bruce Lee with the cameras we've got now, and they could have broken it down.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the cameras had no FPS back then. Imagine the frames per second now, and they could
That's right.
break down
That's right.
his muscle twitching.
Or go to WrestleMania 17, watch The Rock versus Austin.
First WrestleMania.
Or go to the first ever WrestleMania.
Was that as Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant?
Yeah, when he body slammed him. Imagine
When he
being there.
picked up Andre. That
Imagine
scene
being there.
is so iconic. When he picked up
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing the banter. I mean, who is King of the North? I forgot. Oh, he'll come. Oh, yeah, the banter in the footy watch-alongs is funny, man.
Don't worry, man. The King of the North is still there.
He's still
I was on the
alive.
phone to him last night. He's doing well, and he will be back. Don't you worry about
He will be. Definitely will be.
that. Yeah.
We're going to... Listen, guys, me and Chris have been talking about it for a long time. And because we did a food review tonight, we didn't get to do it. But we are going to sort out the membership thing soon. And the membership thing is going to be, you're going to have your own personal emojis, and we're going to shoot a video, a weekly video that's a bit more controversial. Once a week, maybe an hour podcast. We're going to shoot that, and that's only going to be accessible to the members. And we're probably going to sort that out in the next week or so.
Yeah, we'll probably have... Maybe the King of the North will be on it.
Yeah, because it's going to be shot from our houses, so we'll do...
Yeah.
It's going to be controversial topics.
Yeah, the membership, it won't be much.
Nah, it's going to not be much, but it's going to be a thing.
It
we
might
do for
show you
members.
behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, it's
you
some
know.
behind-the-scenes stuff, and that's what it will start off as, that video, one weekly video of just more controversial stuff, and...
Stuff that we can't really speak on here about.
Yeah, so that's going to come soon.
And yeah. Well, thank you so much for everyone for coming in.
It was good.
It was a good podcast.
It was
and
really good.
I'm going to get home now and have a nice sleep. I haven't seen my family for like 3 days.
Night shifts.
Yeah, night shifts. So it'd be good to get back home and just relax. I've got a busy weekend coming up.
You do. You got birthday parties.
I've
and
got
whatnot.
graduations. I've got...
We'll see. Saturday night, I may go live with...
COD.
No, I think the opening game is next Saturday. So not this weekend. Next Saturday, Man City, Liverpool. And this weekend, I might go live with COD.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Sorry if the stream is going in and out, guys, but we are about to get off. I think it's disconnecting a bit. I'm not sure. But we are about to get off. Oh, yeah. When can we ring?
I'm willing to write a 3-minute sketch. Let's do sketches. I love... Or do you mean like a skit? Is that what he means?
I don't know.
If you write the skits, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I used to love doing the skits.
Listen, I'm sorry if it is cutting out. I think it is cutting out a bit. I'm not sure. Says it's fine here. Excellent connection. But if you can still see it,
It's cutting out on here.
yeah. I might go off the Wi-Fi and see what that does. Don't know. Don't know, guys. There may be some internet troubles. I'll write that in here. I might just write.
How much? How much what? The membership? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. We're losing Yeah, this should be the best internet going around.
What's it going to be? A phone-in episode. We are going to do that, but that's not going to be for the members. That's going to be... But we want to make it at a time. Good night, everyone. Nicely hosted Chris and KP. Might make a homemade pizza tomorrow. Hey, if you're in the Discord, man, go in there. I'll give you my Polish recipe.
Here, Polish.
I'll give you the killer dough recipe. If you don't even if you want to just make it standard dough, I'll give you a good dough recipe too.
Thank you so much for the for coming in at the moment.
About that phone-in episode, I want to do the phone-in episode, but I want it to be... I might do that in the whole... I want to go live when we've got more... Because you got to do it through the Discord when we've got more active people in the Discord that actually want to phone in. So...
Well, we can phone in just the regulars.
Yeah, we can. And they're all on the Discord. So we can do Reborn, GT, Rob,
Yeah.
you know, and have a phone-in, and that's it.
Yeah, we could do that. So,
And eventually, when we do get bigger... I want to do phone-ins to randoms just to talk about topics.
3-minute skit. Yeah, if you write the skit, Rob, we will act it out.
Yeah.
Just tell us what to do, like what it is, and because we used to do skits. If you go to our first ever videos on Hunkyfooddudes, not this channel, the other one, there's skits on there that we've done. They're not really that good, but yeah, I used to love them. It was real funny.
I don't know the membership, man. I don't know. We haven't even talked about how much it's going to be. GT probably. I don't know.
Probably $3 or $4, maybe.
Yeah, it's not going to be much.
Not much.
3-minute skits on what? I don't know.
You ask Rob. He's the one that's going to write it. Whatever.
You know what? Do you know what
We'll
episode?
have to film it though.
Do you know what episode a lot of people seem to love? So I think we've got to do more of is actually watch-alongs of movies.
Yeah.
Like, I know we've done horrors. Maybe we can do a comedy next, like we said, Galaxy Quest.
Well, I've always wanted to do Galaxy Quest.
Listen, we do the horrors, guys, because the reactions we get out of them are so funny. That's why we've done horrors. Even though Chris doesn't like them, he mans up and does them because of the reactions we get out of them. They're
I
fucking
won't watch it
hilarious.
on my own though.
No, they're so hilarious. The job interview, the psychologist, the retail purchase. Yes, membership. Yeah, not much, man. You tell me what 3-minute skits you want.
Whatever,
Listen,
man. Something funny.
We'll tell you.
Something in comedy. Something that will like make everyone laugh.
Yeah. But
anyway, guys.
Thanks, guys. It's been really good.
We'll get the memberships up soon.
Get them up soon.
And then you will see you will have an option to buy.
To buy.
Yeah.
To become a member and whatnot.
We just have to get it up and running.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. If you're new, like we said, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Everyone, go leave a comment on the video. Please, everyone. Go leave a comment. Is it 3-minute skit on ordering pizza? Is that going to be like Fat Pizza? Fat Pizza. The big and they're cheesy.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
That's wild.
We could do that, 100%. But yeah, we'll make sure.
What do you mean?
What?
He goes, I'm not phoning in. You'll be on the Discord. You got to call in. Come on, man. Why not?
You got to phone in, man.
Come on, man. We've had Forex was in.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll just call the whole show
The phone-in show.
The phone-in show.
We'll just sit here chatting.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Your picture won't come up. We're gonna just
not
just your audio.
Just your audio will be there. That's it.
Just your audio, and it will seem like a phone-in, but you're phoning in through the Discord.
Correct.
Yeah.
It'd be like when Jimmy T doesn't come in.
Yeah. We asked Jimmy T to come on the phone and he still didn't come.
I got some ideas. Well, there you go.
That's good.
Rob, put the ideas up, and yeah, we'll create it.
That's it.
100%. I love doing that kind of stuff.
Galaxy Quest watch along, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, Galaxy Quest is the best.
Let's do it next week.
I love Galaxy Quest. I can see a 3-minute skit on an Italian pizza maker refusing to put a pineapple on a pizza. I can I have a ham and pineapple.
We can do that.
Can I have a ham and pineapple?
We can do that.
What do you mean? No. Can I have a ham and pineapple? What do you mean ham and pineapple? I want a cheese ham pineapple. What do you mean? You want pineapple on the pizza? We don't even have pineapple in the shop.
We could put it on like TikTok or make a short out of it as well.
We don't even have pineapple in the shop. What are you talking about? You don't put fruit on the fucking pizza? And then you go, and then you go like this. But tomatoes on a pizza, tomatoes are fruit. What the fuck are you talking about?
There you go. We're really going to skid already. You should man up, man. Man up, GT.
That's
Come
hilarious.
on.
That's a good one, ET, man. I love that one.
I like that
Maybe I should man up to you. Will, GT.
You got to man up, GT.
Listen, guys, that was real fun.
It was fun.
I
Thank
pretty
you.
much just did the skit then.
You did. No, but we can do skits.
Yeah,
I love doing
We'll
that kind
do
of
it.
stuff. I just don't have like time to come up with them, but we can film them. You know, we can definitely film them.
Of course.
We just have to do it.
That'd be funny, man. That'd be funny as.
It would. Anyway,
What's on the horizon for you, man?
nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Just going back in time.
Back in time? I'm going to go back in time.
Do
you love, do you love the Huey Lewis song from Back to the Future?
I love Huey Lewis.
No, that song is just the best.
Huey Lewis in the news.
It's just the power of love.
Love.
How funny is it that Huey Lewis is in the movie? tells
one
him
is
he tells him he's too loud. That's
Oh,
who it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
You know, he's like,
You're
hey.
just too darn
He's
loud.
like, hey, we're the pinheads. He's like, no, you're just too damn loud. That's actually Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No, I love
Have
that
been
song.
chatting away and just realized none of my messages actually sent. What do you mean, Reeves?
Reeves, we thought we were friends.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, didn't see any. But yeah, listen, guys, was real good.
It was a real good
We'll
guy.
try to get some Modern Warfare 3 up this weekend. I will try to get some up this weekend. So if anyone's interested in Modern Warfare 3, come along with KP and see that.
Come along with KP, I like it.
Come along with KP. We will get the wild merch made and we'll advertise it next week.
And guys, look out for the new video, Hungry
Look out for the
Jack's
new
Whiskey
video.
Whopper, coming to a HFD studio near you.
And that will be on the Hunkyfooddudes channel, which
So-
is in the description.
So
It's
make
in our bio.
So make sure you subscribe to that channel, guys.
Please, I hope ETM, is he still there? Please go subscribe to that channel, man, because he said he didn't know about
You're gonna
it.
miss it.
Tell your friends. It's the reviews. You'll go have some laugh at some of their food. And you can see us when we first started when, like, you know, it was so funny. I even said it for a joke tonight and we were shooting it tonight. Like, I felt just so much more experienced now.
Yeah. 'Cause we've
At
done
the
stuff.
start, when we were first making videos, like, it was like, you just didn't know what to do.
Nah.
And I remember Chris saying to me, like, it was like that I was a natural at it. I remember when I first come on, I was like, but I still feel so much like more better at it now.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I mean? Remember when you said the first one you shot with John, and that, like you were shitting yourself going into like,
Oh yeah.
like
Now it's like
now you just don't care.
we don't care now.
No, you don't even tell people now. We just like go in, record what we want.
No, that's
do what we
right.
want.
That's right.
Another skit on Karen telling you not to film her pizza shop. Yeah, we can do that. Not to film Hungry Jack's. That's wild. But
Anyway, guys, take
Gully
care.
mixtape. There you go. Gully Nixta.
Galenicta,
There you
guys.
go.
Take
See you
care.
guys. Take care.
Spike your hair and stay hunky.
Stay hunky.
Stay hunky, guys.
Take it
See
easy,
you later.
guys. Oh, wild.
Wild.